Campus of Millwood High School for tonight's presentation of Millwood varsity girls and boys Millwood Falcon basketball, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Tonight, it's the Community Christian Royals facing your mighty Millwood Falcons. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we're going to pause real quick for the playing of the national anthem. All right. Once again, it's the Community Christian Royals facing your mighty Millwood Falcons. Thank you for joining us. Temps may be falling on the outside, but tonight's action should do an outstanding job of heating things up for you on the court tonight. Now, we have not talked to you since last year, and I know it's an old cliche, since last year, but it really seems like it's been a long time, and it's actually true in this case, because more and more early part of the high school basketball season is dedicated to doing some other things called tournament play. A lot of teams take an opportunity to go on the road, experience some things, bonding, a chance for these players to see other places outside of Oklahoma. And it's a great thing for the Falcons because it gives them a chance to really see and vet their skills over a course of time. So it's not until we get into district play, which really is about a week away still, before we start getting into the core of the season for about 6 to 8 weeks, where we will see prime basketball. And then all of a sudden in mid-February, right around the second half, right after the Love Day, Valentine's Day, then we turn around and guess what we do? We're right back there getting ready for that state tournament that will end in the first couple of weeks in March. So we're talking about Dava Albert's Lady Falcon basketball team. They're currently ranked 16 in Class 3A. Now, overall this season, their record is 9-11. But I just need to tell you real quick here, against 3A and 4A opponents, they are 4-1. During their tournament play action, the Lady Falcons played a lot of teams, 5A, 6A, a lot of bigger schools, and they played well, but they didn't get all the results that they wanted, hence why there might be still a dark horse in this Class 3A this year. Right now, the starting lineups are being read. I'm going to go ahead and get to that right now. Get you to the players to watch here in just a second. But tonight's players starting lineups are going to be brought to you by Super Prep. Super Prep is the premier sports outlet featuring the very best in high school and in college student athletes in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and on social media at OK Super Prep. So we've already gotten through the starting lineups tonight for Community Christian. Happens to be number 10, Presley Harstock. Number 12, Kate Hollingsworth. Number 15, Sadie Threlkeel, who is also the coach's daughter. Then Presley Schroeder, number 22, and then Hope Martin are the starters for the Community Christian Lady Royals. And for the Falcons tonight, the starters are number 1, Anae Atchison. Rihanna Hill, number 2. Number 3, Brandy Harrod. Number 4, Raquel Hunt and Imani Atchison are getting the start tonight. And talking a little bit before the game tonight with Dava Albert, she made something extremely clear. The last few games they played in the tournament that they just got out of, and let me just give you that tournament that the Lady Falcons were participating in, the Bartlesville Invitational. And during that time, they ran into a cold spell on the offensive side of the ball, and it dictated kind of how the team played the rest of the tournament. Now, according to David Albert, after the game won the fourth period of the first game of the tournament, they played two in which they lost both games. They made it extremely clear that she says that's the type of effort it's going to take to overcome those type of issues and challenges. So tonight they're looking for a game, a get-back game. They're looking to get back and get nasty again and get back to playing the Lady Falcon ball that they know this team is fully capable. So let's take a look and take you right to center court right now as the Lady Royals and the Falcons are set to jump off right now. So you have in center circle right now, you have Brandy Harrod getting ready to jump against Presley Schroeder. Lady Falcons control, and Anae Atkinson has the ball. Spark plug. 7:54 to go, 0-0 is the score. Falcons go to work. Ball on the right wing, down to the corner to Imani Atkinson. Back up top to Rihanna Hill. Brandy Harrod above the circle, working the ball around the perimeter. Falcons looking for a cutter to the basket and drawing contact. Aggressive to the lane goes Imani Atkinson. And good job, sister to sister. See if that connection can make. So first foul of the game coming against the Royals. And remember, in high school, you got to get those 5 fouls, and that'll reset every quarter before you get consistent free throws for that good old 1-and-1 stuff. So now Imani steps back to the free throw line. She missed the first one. And she gets the second one to fall in. So good job for her. Falcons on the board, leading 1-0. Now, the Royals, a very talented group. This group has a lot of young players. Turnover, Brandy Harrod gets the steal. She's leading the breakdown, drives down this court, ends up losing the ball, but she back taps it to Raquel Hunt. And Raquel Hunt makes the basket. Harrod gets the assist. But this Royal team is extremely feisty. They're very talented, led by a great point guard. She is a handful, and that is Presley Harstock. She is a lefty and can control the action. Coach Albert says that she has been telling the Falcons tonight that they have to cut the head off of the snake tonight and make the others better, for she will get the team going. First free throw is good. Knocking it down for Martin. She gets the first one to fall. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Harrod. Into the front court, Harrod over to Anae. Anae cross court over to Rihanna Hill. Hill cross court. Mount working the ball into the corner. Ball on the right wing. Stutter step, and they're going to call Brandy Harrod for steps there. Harrod's going to be called for the turnover, first turnover of the game. 3-1 is the score. Falcons lead by 2, 6:52 to go. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors for tonight's game: Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, and as just as I just called it, Harstock to the basket, scoring the basket. She's going to get a chance for an and one there. Foul's going to be called against Imani Atkinson there. Her first foul of the night. So one free throw coming for Martin. Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. She knocks down free throw number 2. And they lead now 4-3. Coach Alberts had said, as Anae pulls up for the nice jump shot inside the free throw line. Free throw jumper good for Anae. She's on the board now with 2 points. 5-4 Falcons. Coach Albert was saying in pregame that she really felt that this team needed to match the energy that the Royals play with. She says Coach Chad Thrakill is really big on keeping the team moving forward. Shot missed, rebound pulled down by Imani. So we're going to count the basket there for Harrod. And it's going to be a foul. So Kate Hollingsworth being called with the foul there. Team foul number 2. Both teams with 2 fouls each. So Harrod spins it, shoots. Back rims and no for Harad. Good ball skills. Ball's deflected by Harad, and she went expending energy to get it. And that's what Coach Albert likes. She says those are 50-50 Falcon balls. She says that the Falcons display 50% energy and 50% effort, every loose ball will be theirs. Going to work, working the ball around the perimeter. Falcons right now remain in a man-to-man defense. Ball back in the hands now of Harstock. Ball gets deflected out of bounds. It will be Royal basketball. Substitution coming in the game. So Harper Harstock comes in the game, giving a break for Presley Harstock. Going to work now. Anae Atchison, great ball defense. Trying to work the ball around. The ball's going to be deflected out of bounds again. It will be Lady Royal ball. 5:28 to go. 7-4 is the score. Falcons up by 3. Maurice Prince here right now. Don't worry, the coach in the box is going to be here. He's going to miss all that great steal by Anae Atchison. And she's going to be fouled going to the basket. Team foul number 3 coming up. So Anae, with 2 points already on the night, going for more here. 5:22 to go. Back spins. Spark plug. Shot is up and good. He's going to get one more. Substitution coming into the game now. Lainey Venables is in the game. Back spin. Anae. Going to leave that one short. She kind of bounced before she released it, and you could tell. She smiles, and she knows it. Ball careens out of bounds. It will be Lady Royal ball. 8-4, 5:20 to go in the first. First of 2 tonight. Falcons in action. Big game coming up tomorrow. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Venables spins in on Harad. Harad forces her to release that ball. Again, Falcons in man-to-man defense. Ball on the left wing, and it's a three-point shot is knocked down there by Kate Hollingsworth. She knocks it down. 1-point game now by the Falcons. Cross court over to Imani. Imani steps into a three-point shot. She's not able to bring it in. And it looks like the ball's going to go out of bounds. Is it going to be Falcon ball? Looks like it's going to be Falcon ball. Imani misses the three-point attempt. But the Falcons are able to maintain. Back up to Anae. Anae on the right wing. Back to the corner. Anae, right wing, resets the offense now. Backs up, standing on the logo. 4:33 to go. Anae looking for some space to operate. The Falcons looked a little stagnant on the offensive side, not moving a lot. Harad gets it on the elbow and lays it for Rihanna Hill, who shoots a three. She can't get that one to fall. Rebound by the Lady Royals. Coming up now, Harper Harstock. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Great effort that time by Rihanna Hill. Substitution. Presley Harstock's back in the game. For Harper Harstock. Working the ball around. Presley. Dribbles around the defense, finds the crease, goes to the basket, dumps it down. Falcons have to rotate late, and she draws contact. So Venables is going to go to the line shooting 2. So Rihanna Hill getting called with the foul. So 2 shots coming now for Lainey Venables. Venables, back rims the first shot, no good. She gets one more. Venables' second free throw is good. All tied up at 8. See what the Lady Falcons do next. Falcons cross court over to Raquel Hunt. Hunt comes in, throws it up high. Tries to get a pass to Harad. Harad doing work inside, gets her own rebound. Harad battling down low. So the foul's going to be called this time on Venables. Harrod with a couple of shoots. Layup attempts at the rim, was not able to get that shot to fall. So now she's at the line shooting to it, and Harrod gets point number 3. Increases the Falcon lead up by 1. Second free throw is true for Harrod. It's a good sign when she gets that free throw going early. Falcons now back up by 2. Harstock spins. Trying to get some space. And Nay doing a great job, not letting her get to the sweet spot. Falcons putting a little bit more effort on the defensive end. Rihanna Hill almost picks a pocket. Not able to get that. Bounce pass over. Harstock dribbling aside. Gets it over to Lady Venables. Back up top, resetting the offense for the Royals. Driving into the lane. Scoop shot's going to be drawing contact. Got a Falcon substitution in the game for Imani Atchison this time. So it looks like Reagan Carey is in the game now for Imani Atchison. So the first, Falcons are doing some substitutions again. So it looks like this time, Alyssa Isaac now checks in. And she checks in. The free throw attempt is no good. Rebound pulled down by Brandy Harrod. Harrod comes back to the other end, front rims a shot. Royals end up coming with it. 3:11 to go. Now going back to work, resetting the offense for the Royals. Left wing, over to Harstock. Harstock, crafty left-handed dribbler. Back steps, nice step back shot. She can't get it to fall, ball deflects out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been asking for him, and now he is here for the first time in 2024. Coach Gary Woods is now here on the sideline with me. Coach Woods, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Just jumped off the road, traveling from Houston, Texas to be here. Made it home safely and ready to watch some basketball.
Harstock shot's no good, but the Royals are able to get it
Stolen.
back. Brandy Harrod now has it. Harrod to the basket,
Foul.
draws contact, takes a hard shot that time. Couple of players hit the deck, and Harrod is a little slow. She fell down on her side, and I don't know if she fell on another player's shoe, but she's down for the moment.
Yeah, we lost the visual as, you know, they kind of went underneath the goal there. Coaches stood up, kind of in our way. We didn't see how she fell, but she appears to be okay.
Take a minute to gather yourself. I have no problem with that. So now going to work. Harrod back to the free throw line. Harrod with 4 points in the first right now, 2:38 to go. Tonight's game being brought to you by SSM Health of St. Anthony, Love's Truffle Stops and Country Stores. Harrod. And you hate that she took the fall because, Gary, the first 2 free throws was beautiful.
Right.
This particular free throw here, you know, she's dealing with that shock of the pain.
She's dealing with pain.
Yeah, dealing with a little bit of pain, so now she got to work herself through that. So now going to work right now. Second shot is true. Nice bounce on that by Harrod.
Yeah, Division I prospect.
So 11-8 now. Falcons force a turnover on the side on Lainey Venables. So now Anae Atchison going to inbound the ball. And again, Alyssa Isaac is in for Raquel Hunt. Now ball down low. Rihanna Hill.
Move by Hill.
That was silky smooth to the lane that time, and she drifted under the basket and dropped it in.
Yeah, nice cut to the wing, ball pass to the wing. Now the pressure forces a turnover.
Harrod coming through with the steal.
Nice.
Inside. Reagan Carey can't get it to fall, but the ball is deflected out of bounds. But it will be this time Lady Royal ball. 2:01 to go, 13-8. Falcons with a little bit of spurt here.
Yeah, they're coming out with zone press now.
So this young lady has got outstanding ball handling
skill. Stolen.
Ball stolen. Reagan Carey inside,
foul.
Draws contact. Going to be a foul on the play.
Actually, they just called the ball out. No foul.
No foul on the play. All right.
All that body.
Talking to Coach Albert before, she was just really impressed on the ball handling skills of Presley Harstock, number 10.
Yeah.
Left-handed dribbler, break down any defense she sees. Ball's deflected out. Coming up with it, Rihanna Hill. She's going to turn over the ball. Venables with it. Venables to the lane, and she's going to take it court to court.
Nice athletic
job.
play by Venables.
Venables with the steal.
Oh, turnover again. Nope. Isaac's on the shot. She misses, follows. Spark plug on the follow for 2.
So Isaac misses, rebound, but spark plug gets it and puts it in. Falcons up 15-10 now and extending that press. So now the Falcons fall back. Go ahead.
The Lady Royals have really worked on press breaking. They've done a good job. Followed by the 3-shot by 10.
Yeah, Presley Harstock.
Yeah.
Extremely talented young lady. Back to a 2-point margin. Coach Albert's points tonight was that the Falcons must put forth the same energy.
Rebound by Falcons.
Does. So inside, Reagan Carey can't get it to fall off the Brandy Harrod miss.
Yeah, would have liked to have seen her really get that ball up on her shoulder as she elevates, kisses it off the glass. She kind of came from the hip, kind of laid it up there, threw it up there. So
substitution. So it looks like Raquel Hunt comes in for Anae Atchison. 15-13 is the score. 41 seconds to go before the end of the first. Going to work.
Wow.
Presley Harstock.
Oh, blocked by Harrod. So it's off Harstock.
Harstock can't believe it, but nonetheless, it's going to end up being a turnover.
Well, the ball went off her leg. You know, the ball was blocked by Harrod, came back down, hit her on the way out. So now it looks like
she was more shocked that there was no foul call.
Oh, okay.
Well, 29 seconds to go.
Turnover though.
Ball goes off that. Going to be a turnover on Rihanna Hill that time. 26.7 seconds to go. Alyssa Isaac gets the honor right now of stepping up on Presley Harstock. They're going to have to rotate several defenders on her tonight.
Most definitely.
It's not a one. It's not only is it not a one-woman job, it may not even be a one-man job. You know what I mean? Into the corner. 3-point shot.
Oh, nicely done.
Nice done there by Mitchell. She knocks down a 3-point shot. And the Royals have taken the lead as time expires at the end of one. 16-15. Falcons had the lead for a majority of it, but the Royals fought back. And one thing that Coach Albert had said tonight, shot selection is going to be a big deal tonight.
Yeah.
The Falcons shot poorly in their last tournament game, and Coach Albert says it went from one game to the second game.
Yeah.
So they needed to find a way to get into a flow, and she said that impacted their defensive mindset when they didn't see the ball go in.
Okay.
So that was one thing that she said that they needed to improve on tonight, Gary, and I'm hoping that we did. We saw that for a majority of the quarter. You know, things happen, turnovers happen, that happens, but you've got to have to put forth a good effort to get that get-back game that Coach Albert wants.
Yeah, and then also, too, keep it in mind possessions count, right? So you don't want to take ill-advised shots. You want to really, you don't have a shot clock here in high school, so make sure that you work the ball around, wait for the good look, get the ball. One of the things that I'll really like to see, particularly with this Lady Falcons team, is how many paint touches do they get, right? How many times do they actually get into the paint close in? We know that the field goal percentage is going to always be better in the paint as opposed to being outside the paint.
Yes, and interesting that you mentioned that. Early part of the game, the Falcons were getting easy points around the basket. The Royals switched up their defense, went into a zone, and the Falcons are now having problems rotating to get to the cutter on the inside. Falcons on the floor right now, brought to you by Narissa Berry Insurance. We've got Rihanna Hill, Alyssa Isaac, Reagan Carey, Raquel Hunt, and Brandy Harrod. Harrod on the box, spins inside. Harrod can't get it to fall. So Harrod misses that shot. Foul's going to be called here.
Trying to figure out who it's on.
Foul's going to be on Reagan Carey, I do believe, number 24.
24.
So Reagan Carey with the foul. 7:37 to go, and the Falcons are going to make some big substitutions. Got 3 Lady Falcons at the table on the next ball stoppage.
Fresh legs.
So now working the ball around. Raquel Hunt. They're going to kick it. And then from the corner, can't get it to
Good
fall.
rebound by Reagan.
Reagan Carey picking up the loose change on that one. Brandy Harrod working it around the perimeter. Back up top to Alyssa Isaac to the corner. Rihanna Hill fires a three.
Short
rebound. Pulled down by Harrod. She ended up stealing it back.
Yeah, she did.
Carey drives inside. Contact in the lane. No foul, no call. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And it will be Royal basketball.
Substitution.
So now substitution, wholesale substitutions coming in now. So Sparkplug is back. Imani Atchison is back.
Ball out. Shot went wide, went up, hit the top of the backboard.
So substitutions in. So on the floor, Anae, Brandy Harrod, Raquel Hunt, Imani Atchison, and Milan Dixon on the floor right now. 16-15 Falcons down by 1, 6:32 to go before the end of the first half. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the call. Anae brings the ball to the right wing to Imani. Imani back up top to Milan Dixon. Dixon looking for space. Backs it up over to Anae. Anae resets the offense. Falcons got the call. Royals still remain in zone.
Yeah, it's like a matchup zone they're playing.
Ball's deflected. Imani now has it. 6:07 to go. Falcons got plenty of time. No need to rush. Dixon drives inside.
She traveled.
Going to get called for steps. So 15-16. Falcons still down 1. Falcons going to have to get it done on the defensive side right now. The Royals have slowed it down. Presley Harstock gets it on to the elbow. Over to Martin. Martin fires a three-point shot. Shot no good. Ball deflected and running around. And it's going to go out of bounds. It will be Falcon ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Substitution. Lainey Venables comes out. And now back into the game is Presley Schrader. 5:37 to go. Falcons down by 1. Good game here on a Friday night. Told you, it might be cold outside, but it's hot action on the inside. All right, ball on the inside. Working around the perimeter now. Raquel Hunt fires a three-point shot.
Off.
High off the glass. Rebound by Dixon. Over to Anae.
Well, good look by Anae.
Anae getting to a cutting Imani Atchison.
Good assist by Anae Atchison.
Assist by Anae. Spark plug. 17-16, Falcons up by 1. Working the ball around the perimeter. Dixon doing a good job. Ball back in the hand now of Martin. Martin cross court over to Mitchell. Mitchell bounce pass nearly deflected. Falcons come after it.
Oh,
Gonna be
nice steal by Hunt.
Raquel Hunt gets it, pulls back, and slows down the defense. Raquel turns and fires a three.
Oh, rims out.
Shot no good.
Good look, though.
Good look, but she did have a trailing Brandy Harrod.
Yeah, she did. Hey,
right.
That's what they say, know your personnel. Oh, ripped by Hunt.
Hunt with the rip. Now, Raquel drives to the basket, draws contact.
She took about 5 steps before she got there, though. I ain't going to lie. But I'll take it.
Raquel knocks the ball loose. But, of course, Dixon gets credit with the steal. She has the ball. But Raquel Hunt's going to go to the line shooting 2 now. 17-16. Raquel getting her first opportunity at the free throw line. First free throw. Back rims. No good. I mean, touched the back, hit the backboard, hit the rim, and then came off. She didn't get any luck on that one.
She hit it all, huh?
On that one she did. One more free throw attempt for Hunt. And the second shot is no good as well. Rebound. Here comes Presley Harstock. She kicks it over to the corner, and a three-point shot is knocked down by the coach's daughter, Thrail Keel. She knocks it down. That, of course, is Sadie. And it's 19-17. Falcons down by 2. Dribbling the ball around, Raquel Hunt fires a three-pointer. And
she
answers.
Drills it, Hunt.
Nice assist there on that one. Imani Atchison getting up out top, 20-19, 3:50 to go. Working the ball around. Mitchell. Bounce pass inside to Harstock. Harstock drives inside and scores.
Got to do a little bit better than that, though.
She had the step, she had the angle, and she knew what to do with it.
Yeah.
And they're going to catch Imani for steps there. She got inside, didn't know what she wanted to do once she got there.
Yep.
Going to get called for the turnover there. And the Royals back up by 1. This is going to be a good one down to the end. And fouled on the ground, and Nay's going to get called for the foul there. So Ane. Ball inside.
Oh.
And nice block by Imani Atchison.
Yeah, good block.
But good position, nice way to get the job into Schrader. Schrader's shot was blocked there. Nice job by Imani. So Dixon comes out, and Reagan Carey comes back in. Working the ball around, throwing it around the perimeter. Ball fake, drops inside, stops, pops, shot, no good. Rebound by Ane. Ane coming up with the rebound. She starts the break. Ane with the stutter step inside.
Stolen.
And it's going to be stolen clean.
Yeah, I mean,
what a steal by Harstock.
Yeah.
All right, working the ball around the perimeter. Three-point shot. It's no good from the left wing there. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Harad. Imani chases down the pass, kicks it to the corner. Reagan Carey fires.
Rims out.
Carey gets her own rebound, drives inside.
Off the glass, too strong.
No
but
good.
Rebound by Hunt.
And Hunt can't get it to fall.
We had 3 shots at that possession. We should have made one.
Working the ball around. Spin move inside by Martin. Martin's going to lose
Hunt
it.
On the steal.
Hunt deflects it again, and they getting credit with the steal, but Hunt with the busy hands.
Rims out.
And they misses that one. Rebound pulled down, and here come Harstock with a lane.
Defense got to get back.
Ball fakes inside, and Harstock scores easily. Nobody hustled back, and Harstock gives them a 3-point lead now with 2:05 to go. Ball's deflected or hits off the rim. Timeout. So Harstock down on the other end, calling a timeout on the play. You know, Gary, I really want to give credit to Harstock on that steal in the open floor. I mean, that was
clean. You couldn't have picked the pocket cleaner.
She did a good job. She comes off the court here, favoring a little bit of an ankle there, but it looks like she's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
And when we start talking about that, the Falcons got to be leery of where she is. She is extremely talented, and she has the ability to will this team. Also seeing great production also from Lainey Venables, who's come on the floor. 23-20, 1:59 to go. She's come off the bench and also been a spark for the team. So the Falcons have got to find a way to get those easy baskets to fall.
Right. What's happening right now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but they're playing a matchup zone, the Royals are, in which they're packing the lane because they don't want to give the ball, they don't want the ball to get into the Falcons' low post so easily. Harad especially.
Okay, Haper Harstock's in the game now, coming in for Presley Harstock. So Haper at the top, dribbling around, Ane Atchison drawing her attention. Working the ball around to the top of the perimeter now. Threll Keel at the top with the ball. Inside to Lainey Venables. Venables turns around, fades back, shot's no
Rebound,
good.
Harad
coming up with the rebound. Harad to the lane, tries to dump it down to a cutting to the basket. Reagan Carey, but she wasn't looking for the ball.
Double dribble.
And they're going to catch double dribble there by Haper Harstock that time.
So one of the things that, I know that Harad's trying to be unselfish, but when you get within 4 feet of the basket and you're a Division I athlete like that, you don't pass the ball.
Yeah,
that's yours.
Yeah. But you're trying to get other folks going to your point. But you already said that, Gary.
You're down by 3.
You're down by 3. Yeah, go ahead. Cash that. If you drive to the bank, cash the check.
Cash the check.
All right. Ball on the right wing now. Cross court over to Imani. Imani's pass is deflected out by Venables. 56.8 seconds to go. Falcons need a basket. Down by 3. Ball in the hands of Harrod on the left wing. Harrod step back 3. Shot no good. Air balls that one. (2023). Presley Harstock drawing the attention of Ane. Left wing, cross court over.
Oh, somebody
to
should have been on that one.
Martin drawing the attention of Harrod. Martin hands it off to Harstock. She backs it out with 28.2. Harstock spin move to the inside, back steps. Back in the hands of Schrader.
Timeout.
And a timeout's going to be called now by Coach Threadkill. And for everybody who does not know, Community Christian is 9-2 on this year, on the season, and they are ranked number 6 in Class 4A.
Oh.
So when you start talking about this is a 4A, 3A matchup.
Right.
But this is a good team, and this is a chance for them everybody to see exactly what they can bring to the table. And it looks like this is a much better team. They're more energetic. They're playing with speed. They're playing with pace. It's a good team, Gary.
Yeah, and they also have a clear identity. And, of course, that identity is led by Miss Harstock herself.
Yeah,
She makes it go. She makes the machine go.
All right, want to make sure we thank all our sponsors for tonight's game: Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A+ Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threed's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company, and of course, SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. That timeout, of course, brought to you by A+ Lawn Service. I know it's cold outside, but you should have the blue stuff on your lawn right now if you want to be ready for spring. That's 19 seconds to go, and Presley Harstock gets across the timeline with 14 on the clock. Ane stepping out on her. Ane forcing her to move, and Harstock drives inside. Contact, no foul.
Rebound by Imani.
So Imani comes through with the rebound and didn't pay attention to how much time was on the clock. Coach Albert was playing at Ane, but she didn't see it. So at the end of the first half, it's 23-20. Falcons down by 3. We'll take a brief break, and we will be back, give you some stats, some breakdowns, and some thoughts about what we saw of the first half of one of 2 games tonight. Girls now, boys later. And then it's a doubleheader in the essence of back-to-back nights, okay? Back-to-back nights of great basketball. Falcons tonight taking on Community Christian. Tomorrow, it's just Soul Bowl. That's right. All it is. That's all it is. It's Soul Bowl basketball. So we'll talk about that in just a minute, but you're listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my Edmond, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back to the Millwood Enrichment Foundation halftime report. Still raising $25,000 to help take care of students and teachers, and you can do that by going to hashtag or $, Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. And remember, that makes a positive donation to the Millwood to help students and teachers with supplies. It's not going to the athletic department directly. Everybody always wants to think everything that's donated goes to sports. No, this is going to helping students in need, whether they need some supplies. Maybe a student is in need of some clothing. Maybe a student is in need of a new backpack. These are the things. Maybe a child is hungry. Those are the things that this is doing, and the Millwood Enrichment Foundation does a great job at it.
Does a fantastic job. I've seen several situations where we've had outstanding students who have gotten opportunities to be supported by the Enrichment Foundation to go and pursue scholarships, as an example, and that's something that may not have been afforded them if they had to do it on their own. So it's a very, very good foundation to support, and in addition to that, it's tax deductible.
Tax deductible. You can't lose with that. All right, just taking a quick look at stats because we lost a little bit of time. We apologize for the disconnection there. But as we were sitting here looking at how this thing works out, the Falcons ended up shooting 35% from the floor 30% overall in the first half, Gary. 35% from two, 17% from threes. And we were 1 of 6 of 3. So as you always say, a few less threes, a few more twos. But again, some of those shots just didn't fall for the Lady Falcons. They did make some good shot selection. I mean, there was a couple of times where, Brandy Rod tried to dump it to Reagan Carey. That ended up with a turnover, but they were following their shot, getting rebounds. They just didn't go down.
Right. Well, the percentage is still higher in the paint or from the field as opposed to beyond the arc. So, now, again, if I'm Coach Albert, I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Let's work the ball in a little bit better.
And we need a little bit more selfishness. Not saying it's necessary, and I hate using that term this way, but a little bit more selfishness from Brandy Harrod. As it stands right now, there are 3 Falcons with 5 points, 1 Falcon with 3, 1 Falcon with 2. So you got Anae, Brandy Harrod, and Raquel Hunt all with 5. But you don't have where Brandy Harrod had a couple of point blanks. If she knocks that down, maybe this lead is not 3 points. Maybe the Falcons are up by 1, by 2. But let's just be honest, Gary, this is a really, really good and talented community Christian team.
And they're well coached, and they have a good scheme for tonight. I mean, the matchup zone is something that the Falcons really need to figure out a solution for. I was sitting there watching it. They really want to say, hey, you know what? We believe that your outside shooting is not as strong. So we're gonna pack it in the lane and let you take those outside shots. We're gonna rebound it, and then we're gonna go down the floor and try to work it in closer for easy layups.
So the original starters are back on the floor for the Falcons. That's brought to you by Narissa Berry Insurance. If you need someone to help you get the best insurance coverage at the right price for your home, automobile, or life insurance, let her help protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. Okay, we have Rihanna Hunt, Rihanna Hill, Raquel Hunt, Brandy Harrod, Reagan Carey, and also Anae Atchison on the floor. So the second half, Imani is starting off, and that might be because of foul trouble. So now working the ball around, back to Martin up there. The Falcons step out once again in man-to-man defense, 7:14 to go. Right wing, ball fake. Harstock drives down Main Street, dumps it down.
The defense down.
And the ball bounces around, and it ends up in the hands of Raquel Hunt.
Good effort by Hunt.
On the other end, Falcons not able to score on that one. Ball back in the hands now of the Royals to the corner.
Good defense by Hunt.
Hunt, a really, really talented ball defender to be so young.
Yeah, well,
she gives way. She didn't stay there. And in that particular situation there, that gave way to a 3-point shot by Sadie Thrakeel. She knocked it down.
And they Atchison on the shot. She drains the 3-ball.
No, they're saying it's a 2.
It's a 2?
It's a 2. It's a long 2, but Anae gets it down. And she is the high-flying Falcon right now. 26-22, the Falcons need that. Harstock.
Oh.
Has the ball stolen.
Anae.
Sparkplug going to the corner.
Did a great job of anticipating the pass. Take a second shot from the free throw and brims out.
Harstock ends up with the rebound there. And now going to work. Anae. Coach Albert doesn't quite like the call.
Ball was loose.
Ball was loose on the ground. So a little disagreement on what happened in that situation there, but nonetheless, it will be Lady Royal ball. 26-22, 5:52 to go. Martin inbounds the ball to Harstock. Presley Harstock has been sensational in this game. Over to Trey Keel. Sadie.
Oh, she picks up her dribble.
Didn't call it on that. Harstock inside to Martin, who rolls to the basket and has the ball knocked out of her hands. Stolen by Rihanna Hill.
Hill on the fast break.
With the Euro to the basket.
Nicely off the glass.
She is so smooth inside, especially underneath that free throw line. She is so talented down there. 26-24. She got the steal and the deal, Gary. She got the combo meal.
That move kind of reminded me of her mama. You know, her mother was a heck of a basketball player for the Lady Falcons.
As Raquel Hunt comes through with another steal. Falcons doing a great job now. Raquel Hunt drives inside
Hunt to the glass. Oh, timeout. Lady Royals, 26-26.
Falcons on a 4-point spurt, and it's all been generated by the defense. That's how this team will get it done, Gary, by doing that. Timeout on the floor, of course, is sponsored by A-Plus Lawn Services. Would you like your home lawn or business lawn to look green, full, and healthy? Then call the professionals at A-Plus Lawn Service. Owner Milo Wilson and his staff will take great care of you. Just call for an appointment today, 405-535-5139. That's 405-535-5139. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the call here, bringing you Millwood Falcon varsity girls and varsity boys basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Gary, the defense led to offense. Falcons getting easier shots on the inside, not settling. But then when you have driven the ball inside, then you get better looks. And Nate Atkinson knocking down a long jumper.
Yeah.
And it opens the floor up a whole lot more. But the Falcons are doing a much better job of attacking in the second half so far.
Well, like I said, the transition points have been very valuable for the Falcons. Of course, those buckets are coming off of good defensive play, forcing turnovers. And then, again, in transition, before the Lady Royals are able to get back down the floor, right, and get set up in that matchup zone, which in the half-court set, the Lady Falcons are kind of struggling with a little bit. But I think right now they've kind of figured out ways to get their hands on the basketball and try to, again, get those good possessions in transition.
Presley Harstock kicks it out to the outside to Mitchell. And then leaving a deep three-point shot again by Martin.
Good
you cannot leave Hope Martin on the outside. Three-point shot. Knocks it down 29-26. So here we go. 29-26, 4:39 to go. So looks like we have a stop in action here.
Yeah, we do. Harstock needed to. She put something on her knee.
Yeah, so tape up what looks like to be visible blood, maybe. You know, a cut or a scrape or something. All right, going to work now. Reagan Carey up top again to Raquel Hunt to the left wing, back to the corner. And back up top to Hunt. Hunt turns and fires a three.
Off the
back
glass.
rim shot, no good.
Rebound, Lady Royals.
Now coming to work. And picking up Presley Harstock to the right wing. Moving up top now is Mitchell. Driving inside to the lane. Block shot is deflected at least.
Rebound by Reagan.
As Kate Hollingsworth went inside, she couldn't get it to fall.
And in transition, she gets a block. Ball out, Lady Falcons basketball.
So Anae went to the basket having her shot blocked that time. 29-26, 3:57 to go. So now Rihanna Hill gets it in bounce.
Timeout, Lady Falcons.
Timeout here by Coach Albert. The Falcons, in their last 10 games, Gary, you know, when we start looking at how it goes, the numbers don't look pretty when I say 3-7. But when I say that 3-7 in their last 10 games have been against Class 6A and 5A opponents, which are bigger schools, deeper rosters, things like that. This is some good experience of that. And then it leads us to the best time of the year for the Falcons.
Right.
The week before the John Noble tournament.
Right. And we look at it every year, right, Mo?
Right.
I mean, we see that from a growth and development and in terms of repetitions, they go and get their nose bloodied, right? I mean, they go up against the big schools and they learn and they grow so that when they're able to drop back into their class, then they're like, okay, we're a little bit more prepared, right?
Right.
And so that's by design. So what we want to pay attention to is how well do they perform in the district and regionals and all of that sort of
Right.
thing.
But for us, Gary and I will always use the John Noble tournament as the measuring stick or where
That's
things
right.
change.
That's where things
Because
change.
Things change right after that week.
Yep.
All right, going to work right now. The ball's inbounded. Nene gets it into Rihanna Hill. Rihanna Hill drives inside, kicks it back out. Nene drives inside.
All the
tries to
way.
finish with the left hand. She can't get it to fall
It's
there.
a good drive, though.
All right, here comes the Lady Royals. Harstock kicks it back outside.
Oh.
Three-point shot is beautifully knocked down there.
Defense has
by
to get
Sadie
back.
Trakehill,
Yep.
who knocked it down again. And again, three for 0, and that's 6-point lead again. You know, you got to find a way to get some easy baskets in here to give yourself a chance. The Falcons don't want to resort to trying to keep up with the 3 game. All right, going to work now.
But that's what they're doing. So they got to recognize that when the ball is moving in transition, the defense is out of foul on Hunt. So when the ball is in transition or when you rotate the basketball and the defense kind of gets out of position, that's the time to attack and get in closer as opposed to sitting out there settling. That last shot by Reagan, she had a one-on-one opportunity out on the wing. She should have taken that in, worked it in, and then taken a closer shot or even tried to draw the foul to get to the cup, get to the free throw line.
Presley Harstock now with the ball. Kicks it back over to the wing. Sadie Trakehill. Spin move inside. Going to be a foul called, that one on Rihanna Hill. Martin was about to spin inside. So Rihanna Hill gets her foul. I believe that's her second foul, but it's going to be a 2-shot foul coming from Martin, and the Falcons are down by 6. And again, this Royal team, Gary, you said it so well, and I don't want to repeat it and take it away from not giving you the credit for saying it. Their identity is firmly established.
Yeah.
And you basically, you're allowing Harstock to do old school Thunder style basketball. When I say that, I'm talking Westbrook drive to the lane.
Yep.
Kick it to the outside. Somebody else drives and penetrates and kicks, or something else goes down as that free throw is made. 34-26. Kicking the ball to the right wing now, Rihanna Hill. And they are executing it. The Falcons have not shown the ability to knock down the 3-point shot consistently, and that's really been the difference in the game so far.
There it is, weak side. There you go. There you go, Hill.
So Hill goes to the basket. She can't finish, and Rihanna Hill could not get it. The ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, but it will be Lady Falcon ball.
Yep. The difference is that when you do drive, when you attack from the weak side, you have to kiss the ball off the glass, make that layup. Oh, alley-oop.
So inside.
From Hill to Harrod.
So Harrod gets the basket there.
Very athletic play by Harrod.
So nice job there.
Body check on Ane.
So Ane getting a foul called against her. That is her third foul, I do believe. So 34-28 is the score. Falcons still down by 6. Presley draws a screen, drives hard to the basket, can't get it to fall. Imani Atchison coming up with the rebound.
Harrod got a 3-2 fast break. She takes it.
High to the basket and drops it in.
That's what I mean. You get within 3 foot of the basket, it's yours. Do not give up the rock, D1.
34-30, 2:13 to go. Harrod back to the free throw line. Harrod trying to complete the 3-point play. Harrod has 9 points on the night. This will put her in double figures.
Rims out. Oh, but the rebound by Lady Falcons.
By Ane Atchison.
Up now
they're fighting it themselves and is going to throw it.
Oh,
the Falcons are trying to get in, and Harrod ends up with it.
Yep.
Harrod inside, kicks it to the outside. Rihanna Hill steps into a shot, and she knocks down a 2-point shot.
2-point shot. Assist by Brandy Harrod.
missing the free throw there, and Nate getting the rebound there. But it's nice to see Rihanna Hunt knock down.
Falcons down by 2.
That shot, Falcons down by 2. 1:45 to go. And down Main Street goes Harstock. Shot's going to be blocked, and A goes inside, kicks it back to Rihanna. Rihanna over to Harrod, and the foul's going to be called by Presley Harstock. So the foul's going to be called against Presley Harstock. So 34-32 is going to be scored, but it's going to be sidelined out of bounds this time.
Yeah,
1:33 to go. Again, tough foul on the inside. From this vantage point, Harrod had the height advantage on Presley, and she's driving it through the body.
Yeah.
So to me, there's going to be contact when you try to do that. Hill over to Ane, over to Raquel Hunt, who is in the game. Hunt, left wing, up top to Harrod. Harrod,
there you go,
breaking down the defense. Free throw jumper, shot's no good. Rebound pulled down by Laney Venables. They're going to call a foul this time on Imani Atchison. Harrod missed that shot. So now going to work, 1:13 to go. Ball over, up top to Mitchell. Over to Hope Martin. Martin, ball fakes, draws inside, and draws contact against Rihanna Hill.
Yeah, foul call on Rihanna Hill. Her hands came down, kind of got a little bit of the arm there on the shot. Shooting foul.
So this should be a shooting foul there. It's a 2-shot foul. So that foul's going to send, of course, Hope Martin to the free throw line. Martin's had a good game. Martin misses the first free throw. So Reagan Carey now comes in for Raquel Hunt. Martin front rims that second free throw. Rebound pulled down by Brandy Harrod. 34-32, Falcons only down by 2. Less than a minute to go. And Ane steps into a 3.
Steps into a 3 ball.
She drains it.
Falcons lead by 1.
43 seconds to go. Presley Harstock threatening to go downhill. What is so impressive about her, she is a lefty, but she is so talented that you can't tell.
She is a true point guard, for sure. I don't know what her classification is, but she's definitely a future
Euro step
oh my God.
to the basket. What a move by Presley Harstock.
Yeah, she can
36-35, 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, she can deal it. Last shot, 1 shot here by the Falcons.
Ane, who brought the Falcons with 3 seconds on the clock.
Harrod's got some choice.
Pulls up for 2.
Rims out.
Shot no good at the end of the third. It's 36-35. In that quarter itself, Falcons outscored the Community Christian Royals 15-13. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods on the call right now. Gary, want to take a quick look here and thank our sponsors before we do that. That's SSM Health at St. Anthony, Love's Travel Stops and Country Store, Sunbeam Family Services, Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Now, time for a quarter recap brought to you by First Security Bank. Okay, proud sponsor of Millwood Falcon Broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dreams a reality. Call them, 405-424-4341. Of course, you can do that Monday through Friday, and early on Saturdays you can get that done. First Security Bank, an African-American-owned bank. Gary, give me a quarter recap of what you saw in the third. What did the Falcons do well?
They played defense a lot better. They were able to allow their defense to lead to positive offensive opportunities. In other words, instead of it just being a half-court game where they're coming down having to face the matchup zone, which they still haven't quite, with that one exception, shown their ability to break down that defense. Everything else has pretty much been in transition.
Now, how would you like them to defend, Presley Harstock? Because when she's in transition, she's lethal because you don't know if she's going to drive and kick or is she going to take it to the basket herself? But the three-point shooting from the Royals has been outstanding over the course of the game. How would you like to see them defend that?
Well, the first thing is that you want to really kind of back the defense up a little bit. And I know you're probably thinking, what do you mean? Well, what she's doing is she's drawing the defender out so she can beat him off the dribble. Or she's going to get a high post or high screen, so that's going to help her to get a step on the defense. So, in my opinion, I would back it up a little bit and make sure that we can kind of shut down some of those drive lanes because that's where she's making her bread and butter.
All right, going to work right now.
See how they're packing it in defensively. They're forcing the outside shot.
Okay, so So again, that's the fourth quarter. The wrong team was starting with the ball.
Okay.
So we're going to switch that over, and it will be Royal basketball. But the Falcons on the floor, Anae Atchison, Reagan Carey, Brandy Harrod, Rihanna Hill, and Imani Atchison on the floor.
So the Lady Falcons are applying ball pressure. Me, myself, I would back that up a little bit. I wouldn't extend and give Harstock the opportunity to beat me off the dribble.
Harstock drives inside, and they're going to catch this time with Anae, catching her with the lower body, bumping her with the hip.
Yep.
So as we are into the fourth quarter now, or fourth period now, Anae Atchison is going to come out of the game now. She's picked up foul number 3. She comes out, and it brings back into the game Raquel Hunt. So working the ball back up top around the perimeter. Raquel.
See how far out. Now Hunt's quick enough to recover.
Martin for 3.
Rebound.
Ball deflects around, and fighting for it is Harstock, and she's going to draw contact this time. Harstock just strong effort on the play.
Yeah.
It's going to be Raquel Hunt called with the foul there.
And that's the other thing, too. So when she pulls the defender out and she decides to put her head down and go to the rim, she's hard to defend in that manner. She's almost every time going to draw, a foul. Look at that.
Presley Harstock drives in the lane, pulls it back out.
Stay between her and the basket.
And she goes to the lane, this time kicks it out to Venables. Venables,
she loses it
out of bounds. Going to be a turnover on that play. Nice job, ball pressure and recovery there. But, that was one of those situations where Presley Harstock had done her job.
Yeah.
And they just didn't execute. 36-35, Falcons look to get back on top this
bad
time.
Pass.
And Raquel Hunt throws it out of bounds this time. She's going to get called for the turnover here. But 36-35, Falcons got Venables comes out and returning to the game now for the Lady Royals is Presley Schrader back in the game. So Schrader in the game. Harstock drawing Raquel Hunt. Brandy Harrod covering Sadie Trailkill. Inside jump shot. Nice job by Schrader. 38-35. Now, going to work now. Rihanna Hill kicks it to the outside. Reagan Carey almost loses it, able to recover. Carey kicks it back out. Inside, Rihanna Hill stops, pops from the inside. Shot no good. Imani can't pull it down.
Yep,
so
no foul. You got to back it up.
Here comes Presley Harstock.
Yep.
Stutter step in the lane, kicks it back out. Back in the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell over to Harstock. Harstock.
Much better defense right there.
Rotation. Here goes Hope. Martin for 3.
Rebound, Harrod.
Martin couldn't get it to fall. Harrod pulls it down. Harrod stuck on 9 points. Can't she get into double figures on this possession?
She's going
drives
to the
inside
now.
to the lane.
There it is.
And Harrod gets it.
Nicely done from the left-hand side. Crosses over, goes there, lays it up to the right hand.
Falcons down by 1, 5:50 to go in the game. Harstock.
Falcons need to back their defense within the arc. Defend from the inside out.
Contact.
Ball stays with the Lady Royals.
It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Lady Royal ball. We're going to bring it in right from the baseline now.
Two fundamentals here. Stay between the man and the basket, and they need to pack in that lane. Shut those drive lanes down by not extending the defense beyond the arc.
All right, contact before the ball's inbounded. And they're going to call Rihanna Hill. That's a cheapie.
Yeah.
Because you hate to see that strictly because that's a foul. Ball's not even in play yet.
I know.
And again, you're fighting for position, you know.
Yep.
But
smart play by the defense.
So substitution, Rihanna Hill comes out.
Set that high screen like that. And then, of course, got a little bit physical. No reason to extend the defense that far out. There's no reason at all.
It's going to be interesting to see how long Anae stays off. Alyssa Isaac's in the game now.
Yep, keep the defense inside.
Hope
Stay
Martin
inside the arc.
Bounce pass in, kicks it to the corner. Presley Harstock for three, shot no good. Reagan Carey tries to chase it down, and the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. So nice hustle by Reagan Carey. She didn't get it, but she blocked the opportunity for anybody else to get it. So now going to work, 38-37, 5:25 to go. Left in the game. So looks like we have a player down on the floor on that end of the floor right now, Gary. They're taking a look at that. You know, and
24.
Looks like 24, Hope Martin.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's able to walk it off.
Yeah, they got her up on her feet. They're going to take her down on the side there and let her kind of get stretched out and worked out a little bit.
So Lainey Venables returns to the game for Community Christian. 38-37, 5:25 to go. So now, like I said, Anae Atchison is getting a breather right now. It'll be interesting to see how long you can keep her on the bench. Falcons only down by one.
And they got Rihanna Hill.
And inside goes Imani. She draws contact inside. Nice job by Imani, putting her head down, driving to the lane, and getting to the charity stripe for a chance for two.
That's the way you do it. You know, one of the things that you really have to watch out for is that with this matchup zone, what beats the matchup zone is ball rotation.
And Imani knocks it down with confidence. Good job there by Imani. Gets one more.
Yes,
knocks both of them down.
And we need them. 39-38, Lady Falcons.
Imani Atchison has 5 on the evening thus far. 39-38, Falcons back on top. Presley Harstock drives and kicks. Back to the outside, ball around the perimeter. Back in the hands of Presley. Raquel Hunt covering her.
You're gonna get the body. She needs to fall back. You need to fall back. Give some. Stay within the arc. No reason to extend ball pressure like that on Harstock. I mean, she's a gifted player. She knows what she's doing with the basketball. She knows how to put her head down, go to the basket. That's hard to defend.
Raquel trying to deny her. Great job by Raquel.
Yep, and that's a good job denying
her inbounds. Now back in the hands. Putting somebody else in the hands, trying to beat it.
No turnover, Lady Falcons. Oh, but
Imani
guess what?
Hill comes
Guess
through
what?
with the steal, but
Harstock takes it right back.
inside, Harstock tries to get it. Ball knocked out of bounds. Lainey Venables at it. Kicks it outside to Sadie.
Yep.
Sadie
Extending too far. Lady Falcons need to pack the defense in.
39-38, Falcons by 1, 4:37 to go. Ball up top, Falcons extending the defense now.
Yep.
Raquel covering Lainey Venables. Inside, nice up and under move. Shot no good. Good defense there by
transition 2-on-2.
Reagan Carey.
2-on-2. Recognize it. Oh, nice job.
Nice job. Brandy Harrod pumps her.
With
the putback.
One hand tip back. D1 Brandy.
41-38. Shot is good. No good there. Brandy Harrod.
Rebound by Harrod.
Brandy Harrod making
behind the back.
Game. So moving the ball around.
Thank you.
Working the ball around, kicking it to the left wing. Back up top to Alyssa Isaac. Isaac. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Falcons ball. 41-38, 3:39 to go. Ball's rolling around. So Reagan Carey to inbound the ball for the Falcons, standing right in front of the Falcon bench. Alyssa Isaac across the timeline. Falcons doing a good job here, slowing down tempo. Raquel Hunt, right wing, back up top. Hunt.
Mishandle.
Just mishandling the ball. Looking at what she was wanting to do instead of securing the ball. Something a young player does sometimes, Gary.
Yep.
41-38, Falcons up by 3. Presley Harstock. Ball to the outside. And Ane comes to the scorer's table. Sadie.
Oh,
Trekill knocks it down.
41-41.
All tied up. Reagan Carey drives inside to the back. Basket scoop shot, no good. Falcons got to chase it down. Lainey Venables selling out to get it, and she does. Venables, ball fake. Coach is telling him, Coach Trekill is telling him to slow it down. And now
he wants a good possession here.
Putting the ball back in the hands of Presley Harstock. Presley kicks it back out.
Turnover by Harrod.
Harrod comes through with the steal. Harrod to the basket, and she scores. Timeout on the floor.
That's right. Big-time players make big plays. Brandy Harrod on the steal and the conversion for
43-41, Falcons up by 2. Timeout on the floor. You heard it right there from Harrod. Harrod has really, as you said, D1 Brandy has let her hair down in the fourth here, Gary.
That's right. She has. Stepping up at a crucial time. 43-41, Lady Falcons lead, 2:33 left in the game.
Gary, when she is aggressive, I know sometimes it dims the light sometime of the other players. But when she, in winning time, in those moments, she is who she is because of the talents that she has been and the talent and the skill set that she has. She has to assert that.
Well, rising tide floats all boats, right? And so if Brandy Harrod is that tide, then as she elevates her play, her teammates just has to come along with her. And sometimes you just got to do that, right? And in your team, if they're the team that we think they are, they'll respond. They will respond. It's just that, sometimes, and just in terms of maturity, Brandy tends to hold back wanting to get others involved when in reality, she just needs to go ahead and play. And what will happen is that everyone else will catch fire along with her.
Working the ball around now. Ball to the outside on the right wing.
Oh, nice shot.
Two-point shot. They're saying it's a two-point shot
Foot on
by
the line.
Schrader.
43-43.
So Ane now running the offense for the Falcons. She goes to the right wing.
Yep, they're going to rotate that ball around.
Alyssa Isaac in the game right now. Imani inside.
She loses
and she puts it into the chest, and it's going to be stolen that time. Good steal by Hollingsworth. So now the Falcons need to buckle down on the defensive side. So working the ball around the outside. Sadie Trekill has it. Bounce pass over. Presley Harstock is going to kick it. Lainey Venables
rims
for
out.
3. Shot no good. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Brandy Harrod. In possession. Could have been over and back.
It could have been a foul. Community Christian fans wanted the out of bounds call to be to Lady Falcons, but instead they to Lady Knights, but the Royals instead they got away with one.
So now going to work. Ane kicks out, clears out. I think she wants to get the ball inbounded inside.
They want to rotate it.
So you got to find a way to get it to Harrod. You got to. Alyssa Isaac over and again working the ball around.
Telegraph
and then going it. And Presley Harstock to the basket easily and scores. She got the steal in the deal.
Timeout, Lady Royals.
So when you start looking at that situation there, Alyssa Isaac in the game ends up drawing that turnover there.
Yeah, just telegraphed her pass.
Well,
didn't take care of the basketball.
Unfortunately, it was predictable because you were running that triangle, trying to inbound the ball, but that triangle, I want to say the base of the triangle was too wide. The reason when I'm saying that
long pass,
the long pass was there. Had she shortened the distance, it would have been just fine.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking that they're trying to do, it's a similar play that the boys run. They call it overload, where they basically have a high post and a low post to one side with a wing, and they try to rotate the ball over. But the real gimme in that offense is the skip pass to the opposite wing, because with the defense being overloaded, it lends itself to the ball moving faster to the defense, catching the defense out of position for a weak side attack, which is where the real opportunity is. That's where you're going to draw your foul. That's where you're going to get your easy basket, or easier basket.
All right, Narissa Berry Insurance, who's on the floor? Who it is? It's Anae Atchison. Rihanna Hill's back in the game. Brandy Harrod, Raquel Hunt, and Imani Atchison. Now, of course, Rihanna's got to be careful. She's sitting on 4 fouls. Now, Anae, so going back to that overload as you just called it.
It's an overload to one side. But the key is, okay, she overplayed it. Anae with the shot, drills the three ball.
Drills the three.
Yep.
She, again, if you reach, I'll teach. Anae.
That's right.
Having school right now.
Oh,
but Presley Harstock drives it inside, and that ball's going to get knocked out of bounds.
Yep, Lady Royals basketball. 46-45, 28.9 seconds. Hunt checks into the game for Reagan. So it looks like Coach Dava has most of her really talented defenders on the floor.
Timeout on the floor for the Royals. It's an A-plus winner, an A-plus
1 point game.
Lawn Services timeout. Would you like your home lawn or business lawn to look green, full, and healthy? Then it's time to get the blue stuff. I'm not talking about Smurfs, okay? I know there's some people out there, Smurfs, what are that? Yeah, the old cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Pre-emergent is what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is have that Smurf turf.
That's right.
On your lawn. It'll help your lawn grow in the spring. A-plus Lawn Services are the guys and the people who can do it.
Falcon Blue.
Falcon Blue, okay. All right. All right.
So what you want that call?
Milo Wilson is the person you can call, 405-535-5139. That's 405-535-5139. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors during this timeout. Of course, it's SSM Health at St. Anthony, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, Sunbeam Family Services, Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A-plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Just a reminder, at the conclusion of this game, Gary, you still have some work to do at the end of the game. You know we got another game, but first you got to pick the Falcon player of the game. You know you got to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I hope you've been taking good notes, because you always bring good pen and paper. So I hope you've got something that will astonish us.
Well, we'll read the stat line. That'll tell me everything I need to know. I mean, so many players are making so many plays tonight. This has been a total team effort by the Lady Falcons. I really like what they're doing. That's the reason why they're in this game against 4A Community Christian. So with 46-45 is the score, 28 seconds left in the game. This is an exciting game.
All right, and Sadie Trakiel throws a three-pointer up. She can't get it to fall, but Presley gets it, goes to the basket, and she scores. And she says it should have been an and one.
No.
She's saying it should have been an and one.
Yep.
But a good rebound there by Presley Harstock. And she did what she's been doing all night long, is making plays for the team.
Right.
She's the X factor. She's not just the X. She is the factor.
Right.
You know, so when we start looking at 17.4 seconds to go. So what do you think Coach Dava Albert's going to draw up here?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping
First of all, you want it. Somehow, some way, you got to get somebody going to the basket. I would not like to see a settled shot unless that's the only thing you can get.
Well, the question is where are they going to inbound the ball? It looks like they're going to inbound the ball from underneath the basket, number one. So it all depends on what the Lady Royals do. I have a feeling that the Lady Royals are going to pack the lane down here.
Right.
They're going to let Millwood come up and run a half-court set. That's what I would do.
Okay.
But some kind of way they need to run the overload with Brandy Harrod to the weak side to rotate the ball to her and let Brandy take this last shot with 17.4 seconds left.
It's either that or, in my opinion, she got to come get it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because what will happen is that she'll bring the defense with her. I want Brandy in isolation one-on-one to a weak side. I would stay with the overload concept, except I wouldn't have Brandy in the low post. I'd have her on the wing on the opposite side. Then I would rotate the ball, like pass it down, pass it. You got 17.4 seconds. Bring the ball, rotate it to the left, bring it back to the middle, rotate it to the right quickly, and let Brandy attack it.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
I like that. Now, we're going to have to get you one of them boards that we can draw so everybody
so I can show you schematics.
Schematically what
tell you what old Coach Woods is drawing up. Show you what I'm cooking. But what it looks like now. So guess what? They're actually going to ball pressure. They're going to ball pressure. Yeah, they are. They're matching it up full court.
All right.
So Brandy needs to keep it.
So
there was a foul here.
They fouled.
Yep, they did foul. And I can't really tell what the foul count is.
So whatever it was, Harrod is holding her elbow here.
Well, she got to get it worked out because she got to take this last shot.
Okay.
13.7 left.
It's 14 fouls, Gary.
Yep.
So
get the ball.
So the ball.
Oh, shoot.
Raquel Hunt.
Give
13
it back.
Harrod has it.
Harrod
drives inside to the basket. She
misses the runner.
And then Lainey Venables. And they're going to foul.
Foul.
Lainey Venables went into the trees and came out with a prized nugget as she pulled it down.
Yep.
You got Harrod rolling to the basket, what you wanted, Gary.
What you wanted, but she went to the right. She put the floater up, and she missed it.
And she missed it.
But like I said, I would draw it up. I would do the exact same thing again. I would not change a thing.
Now, here's the thing about it. Venables is getting 2 shots at the free throw line right now.
Right.
If she goes, you still have a chance.
She misses the first one.
She misses the first one, so
All
that's
right.
huge.
Now you got to rebound it. You got 4 seconds.
Now,
if Brandy rebounds the ball, I wouldn't
do the Falcons have a timeout?
Not sure. I think she's going to call the timeout on the missed free throw. Yep, missed free throw. Oh, okay. It goes in. Burn the timeout. There you go.
So she gets that one to fall. So it's a 2-point game.
Yep.
So 4.3 seconds to go here, Gary. Back to drawing again. So you have to bring the ball full court.
Yeah.
So we're taking a 3 here.
Yes, you are.
So you're taking a 3 to win it, or if you can get contact. Now, to me, they have 14 fouls. The 5th one puts them in the 1-on-1, correct? Is that right? In the 4th quarter?
I don't know what the foul count is.
They have 14 fouls.
Okay.
And the new rules this year, right, when you get to the 5th foul, is that 1-on-1?
I'm not sure. I thought it was 6.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm almost certain right now that it's 1-on-1 at 5.
At 5, okay.
So, to me, somehow, some way, the Falcons have got to maximize getting it across the court quickly to give them the best shot possible they can.
Yeah, this is only my 2nd basketball game this year.
Yeah.
Coach Wood's got to tune up a little bit.
But these are the new rules that are in effect. But these are important situations now. So you have to understand exactly, because basically every quarter now, for folks who did not know, the foul count goes back to 0. Every quarter. And then you go to 5, and then you go to 1-on-1.
Okay.
So there's going to be a delay here. They've got it. If they say it's 2.8, it's 4 seconds. So they want to make sure they get the 4 seconds back on the clock.
And if it should be 4 seconds. And if our fouls are wrong, then we need to clear that out, because it's causing a lot of confusion. Should be zeros up there instead of whatever's showing there.
Okay, 4.3 seconds to go. So now Imani Atchison's going to bring it in from underneath the goal. So the Falcons are going to have to hustle it down.
Yep, and they're going to apply full court pressure right now, which is a great opportunity for the Lady Falcons if they can get there. They're
all right, here we go.
The ball. Give the ball.
Go. Harrod. 4.3 seconds go. Harrod.
They just got a foul right there.
They draw contact by Harstock.
1.9.
So is that 1-on-1? So the foul is called here.
Is that 1-on-1 or not?
That's what I'm trying to determine here. Yeah. All right.
The foul was in the backcourt.
Okay, so they're saying now that that is the 4th team foul, so that was the mistake. That's why it's not 1-on-1, Gary. The foul count situation was 3 team fouls. When Presley just fouled, it was the 4th. 1.9 seconds to go. And why? Okay, the clock did not move. So, again.
The clock didn't move.
Okay. So the foul's called, but there should have been some time off the clock.
Yep.
So now, trying to get this thing all sorted out right now. It's 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, the
on
clock never moved.
The clock should have moved. But anyway, Herod has it,
yep,
and that is going to be over. So 48-46. Again, the Lady Royals are victorious. But again, that there was some confusion at the scorer's table a little bit here on the foul count and the time. But regardless of how it is, it's 48-46. And it should have, it was one of those type of situations here where you got to say here that last foul, if it was 4, should have been 5, should have been 1-and-1. I mean, but again, if we can't quite see what it is and don't have a clear look on what it was, but regardless of how it is, Gary, the Lady Royals won the game. They executed.
Yep.
They did the job they were supposed to do. They won the game.
They did. Yep.
So when we start taking a look here and taking a look at the final statistics of what we're going to do right now, Lady Falcons are going to fall 46-48. And let's take a quick look here. The Falcons ended up being outscored by the Community Christian Royals in the Lady Royals in the 4th, 12-11. The Falcons overall in the game ended up shooting, Gary, 42% from the floor, 44% from 2, 33% from 3. So they improved in the second half of that game.
Right.
Falcons ended up shooting 3 of 9 for 3, 15 of 34 from 2s for 44%. The high-flying Falcon of the game was Brandy Harrod. She finished with 15 points, 1 assist, 9 rebounds, and 2 steals. I mean, just a phenomenal line there.
Yeah, great body of work.
And a great job tonight by Sparkplug. 13 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals from her. Then you talk about Rihanna Hill, 6 points. She had 1 steal on the night. Raquel Hunt, 2 steals, 7 points on the night. Imani Atchison, 5 points, 2 assists. And how about this for Imani Atchison? 4 rebounds tonight.
Hey.
So I mean, that's great. That's great there.
That's good guard rebound
one block,
there.
and 1 block and a steal from her. Reagan Carey did not get in the scoring column tonight, but she did have 5 total rebounds. And that's how the Falcons get to their 46 points overall tonight. So, if you had to say, Gary, the best performing Falcon of the night, who would that be?
D1 Brandy.
D1 Brandy. Brandy Harrod is the Falcon player of the game. Although it be in a loss, if we had to give the first security closing thought of the game here, what would it be for the girls tonight in terms of how they played?
Yeah, so I think that based on tonight's play, they definitely are a good little defensive team. They do a good job of forcing turnovers. I think that's the key. I think that's the key to their success for the remainder of the season. Really focus on defense, really focus on rebounding, and then take care of the basketball. And I think that's going to create a lot of opportunity offensively in transition in particular, as fast as they are. Not a very tall team, but very, very athletic, very fast, good guard pressure. I think that's really where they need to emphasize. Defensively, I wouldn't extend the defense like they did. They kind of gave up some drives to the basket and some lane touches. They want to reduce that because they're not very tall.
Right.
So pack it in, force teams to beat you from the outside, make sure that when you get your possessions make those possessions count.
I would agree with that. And, and when you start talking about an outstanding talent, they're going to be those type of star players.
Yep.
And when you have one who is just as good with ball handling skills, willing to go down low and show you all facets of the game, left, right-handed,
right,
dribbling behind the back, you're going to have to do a better job of identifying, and then, as you said, Gary, on everything else on the defensive side. But this is just another layer this team is going to learn.
Right.
They won't see this team in the playoffs. That's not somebody they're going to see. This is a 4A team, but be watching for the Lady Royals because they are a team that's definitely moving up in the standings, and they definitely have shown that tonight.
And then that matchup zone that they played, the Lady Falcons, they're going to see that again.
Right. All right, we're going to take an intermission break, and then we'll come back on the other side and talk to you, get you set for the boys' game. You're listening to Millwood Falcon basketball. Brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my admin, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast, and today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. Yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Enrichment Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal, and you have a great day.
Thank you, thank you.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome back, welcome back. Falcon basketball, varsity girls and varsity boys basketball. We're getting set for the tip-off here of the Community Christian Royals taking on the Millwood Falcons. The game now. Coming into tonight's game, Community Christian is ranked number 14 in Class 4A for the boys, while your Falcons are number 1 in Class 3A. So the starters for Community Christian, Braxton Harstock. Then we have Destin Edwards.
Noah Robinson,
go ahead.
Boxy Wallace, and KJ Davis.
Those are the starters for the Community Christian Royals. They entered tonight's game with the record of 9-2. In the last 10 games, they are 8-2 on a 4-game winning streak. On the course of the season, this team is averaging 62.1 points per game, giving up 47. They've been 14 points better than the opponents that they face. And this is a game that you lick your chops against, because no matter who you are, you want to take your shots against the number 1 team and the back-to-back defending Class 3A champions, looking for a three-peat today. So Zahn coming out as the starter, first starter for the Falcons tonight. So Isaiah Wilkes. So Amari Barrett, next starter.
Chance Davis.
Chance Davis is number 11.
Solomon Davis.
So Solomon Davis is your final starter for tonight. So Chance Davis wearing number 11. And we're starting to see, of course, some of the football players have now been fully integrated into the Falcons starting roster. In talking to Coach Dorian Williams a little bit earlier today, Coach had said that he likes how this team is playing. He says on a scale of 1 to 10, he says we're approaching 6-7 status in terms of where he thinks this team can be overall. He's been extremely excited overall about how this team has established its identity. He says they haven't reached the level of consistency he would like them to reach just yet.
Right.
His goal for tonight is to continue to stress defense as the number 1 factor for this team, and because he says this team is extremely loaded offensively and can do so many things well.
Yeah.
So it's one of those type of things where the defense is what's going to carry this team to elite status.
Right. Yeah.
He says, but there are so many ebbs and flows, they've got to get after it more. And that's what he says, the strive for the consistency. And but if you know anything about this team since game 1, when we saw them against Destiny Christian, they were committed on that end of the floor, and they're going to have to continue to do that now.
Right. Well, between Zahn Williams, Isaiah Wilkes, and Amari Barrett, I mean, that guard play, that backcourt is as tough as you can have. And then you have Chance Bubba Davis coming into the game as well to give us some height with Solomon Davis. Really athletic team.
All right, now going to work now. And the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds as Destin Edwards is trying to set it up for the offense. Now they're going to work the ball up top. Working the ball around is Boxy Wallace. Wallace kicks it to the corner. Cross court over, going to be stolen by Wilkes. Isaiah goes to the basket strong. He can't get it, but Chance Davis back taps it, not able to get it to fall.
No, block.
Shot's going to be blocked by Barrett. And again, if you want to talk about what a definition of an X-factor player is, look no further than Amari Barrett.
Yeah.
Amari Barrett can do so many good things. He's what he does everything that you want a guy who is playing with talent to do.
Right.
You said you need me to rebound, coach, I'm your guy. You need me to score, coach, I'm your guy. You need me to drive down low, coach, I'm your guy.
Loose ball foul.
So it's a loose ball foul. It's going to be called against Zahn Williams there. Zahn looks a little perplexed on that call. 7:20 to go in the first. 0-0 is the score. Falcons extend pressure. Wilkes picks up Edwards full court.
Stolen.
Going to be stolen that time. Zon Williams comes up with the steal. Zon to the basket and score. He gets the steal and the deal on that.
Beautifully
Falcons
done.
up by 2. 7:03 to go. Zon trying to deny. They're going to catch him with the arm bar there. Zon picks up a quick 2. So that's going to bring Zaire Fisher off the bench into the game. And to me, that was something that I was really interested to see, Gary, because you can't give away cheap fouls.
Right. He got a little bit over aggressive. He stuck his arm in there, got out of position, then tried to recover. And we know what happens when you do that.
So now going to work right now. Working the ball around. Man-to-man defense, good ball pressure by the Falcons behind the back. Goes to the lane, goes Boxy Wallace. Around and down, it falls. Boxy gets his first shot to fall.
Yeah, good athletic play by Boxy.
Chance Davis gets it over to Amari Barrett. Back tap.
Oh,
Barrett
nicely
rolls to the
done.
basket and scores.
Well, if that's not chemistry, I don't know what is.
I can't answer that either. But nice back tap in by Chance Davis.
Yes, sir.
Chance Davis did a great job there. The Falcons making it look easy.
Yeah.
2 quick fouls. Timeout called on the floor. That timeout is sponsored by A+ Lawn Service. Reminding you to get that Smurf turf. Make your home business lawn or home lawn green or blue so it will be green in the spring. Give Milo Wilson a call, 405-535-5139. Starters tonight were presented by Miss Narissa Berry Insurance. Narissa Berry Insurance would like to help you get the best insurance coverage for the right price for your home, automobile, or life insurance policy. Let her help you protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. Falcons are so gifted, and when they learn to play, when you could play blind, in essence, Gary, because you know where your fellow teammate is, it's just a beautiful thing to watch.
Right.
On the other end, it's going to be a block. Chance
Bubba
Davis going up to get that. Zaire Fisher goes to the basket and scores. 6-2. Falcons turning defense into offense. Just add water.
Yes, sir.
6:05 to go. Zaire, great ball pressure. This is some great guard play by the Falcons. Amari Barrett stepping out on Boxy Wallace. Wallace tries to Euro in the lane, throws it up. Solomon Davis
on the rebound.
So going downhill, Chance Davis and is fouled. And this is what I've got to say. I have not had a chance so far this season, Gary, to see Chance Davis's integration back into this team.
Right.
And I'm going to use a great Millwood player. You and I both loved him when he was here a lot. Chance Davis is displaying his Willie Mays side.
Yeah.
You see a different control. You see some boldness out of Chance.
Right.
Chance Davis, of course, knocked down the legendary three-point that gave the Falcons their first
freshman year.
His freshman year. But as a junior, you see him start to excel, if you will.
Right.
He seems to be more confident, playing, I won't say in control, but playing like, I want to say the focal point of the offense. I mean, that's what he's playing like without dominating the ball.
Yeah, no, he's so gifted. He's a great free throw shooter. He's a great three-point shooter. He's a guy who he's a stretch 3, stretch 4 type guy, standing at about 6'3.5". Very athletic, outside game. Definitely a good fit to this Falcons team. Leader of this Falcons team, being so young.
Working the ball around the outside perimeter.
No, we can't have that.
Going to basket, nobody. Again, that's
Yeah,
where we talk about the consistency of the defense.
No one stopped ball on that deal.
All right, so the Falcons, Chance Davis pops a deep three-point shot, rolls around, and comes out. Rebound this time by Edwards.
Zaire Fisher.
Zaire steals it. Zaire has it. Zaire gets the rebound and the putback.
He plays with such moxie.
9-4 is the lead. And I got a good text message here.
Stolen.
Isaiah Wilkes drives to the basket and scores.
Yes, sir.
Falcons creating offense on their defense.
Stolen again.
11-4. Ball's going to be deflected
Heads up
out.
play by Chance Davis.
Chance Davis out. But a better way to describe Chance Davis is he's being cerebral.
Yes.
11-4, 4:40 to go. Zaire Fisher did trigger the ball. Isaiah Wilkes has it. Working the ball around. Fisher inside. Scoop
Misses
shot,
the
no
layup.
good. Rebound by the Royals. Wallace now has it.
Up.
Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds.
Forced turnover.
Wallace can't believe it, but it's a
Great
turnover.
defensive play by Zaire Fisher.
Falcons are so quick. Elite guard play defense.
Yes, sir. They got 4 guards on the floor.
Chance Davis over to Solomon Davis.
No relation.
Chance drives down the lane, scoop shot,
Off
and
the
drives
glass
it in.
and one.
Score it. Score it for Chance Davis. Chance Davis with a chance for the three-point play. He has 3 points on the night so far. Zaire Fisher is the high Falcon right now with 4. But Chance Davis can tie that up with this shot right here, and he does.
Chance is an 80+% free throw
Hey,
shooter.
Gary, we did a game last year when he was 25 of 26 from the free throw line.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
It was nuts what that was. Spin move inside, kicking the ball outside now to Pritchard. Wallace's shot up, no good. Rebound by Amari Barrett. Barrett kicks it out to Wilkes.
2-on-2.
Wilkes.
Great ball
Kicks it to the
movement.
corner.
Zaire
Three-point
Fisher.
shot by Fisher.
And money.
And Fisher drains the three. Assist by Isaiah Wilkes. Ball to the left wing. Drives inside, goes Pritchard.
Turnover.
Going to be offensive foul.
Oh, it's offensive foul.
Charging foul there. Going to substitute. Lucas Turner is now coming in. And out comes Deacon Pritchard.
And for those of you who are listening, 3:29 left in the first period. Falcons lead 17-4 over the Community Christian Royals.
Okay, Amari Barrett looks like he comes out of the game. And Christopher Clay has checked in for his first action of the night.
This Falcons team is so deep at the guard position. I mean, they could literally run 10 guys at you and keep pressure on you all night long just with the guards.
And on call, as you just said, looks like Mark Presley's coming to the scorer's table to check in. Chris Clay back over to Wilkes. Zaire Fisher. And here's the thing about it. Zaire Fisher, cross court over to Chris Clay, bounce pass inside to Davis. Davis over to Fisher. Wilkes over to Fisher. Fisher, three,
Short.
no good.
Good rebound by Solomon Page.
Davis, and he's going to get fouled.
Davis.
But what I was going to say here is Zaire Fisher's just making the most of his opportunity. He has 7 points. Zon Williams could easily have the same amount of points to your.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's any guy, any given night.
Yep.
Solomon Davis at the free throw line.
Well, if you play hard, good things happen. And that's what's happening, what I'm seeing so far in this first period with the Falcons is that these guys are just playing hard, and they're playing great team basketball right now. They're moving the ball around. There's not one person, stepping up trying to do their own thing. These guys are really showing a lot of cohesiveness.
Mark Presley has checked in the game now.
Solomon
as Davis knocks down both free throws. And the Falcons pull back the full court pressure, and now Edwards kicks it over to Boxy Wallace. Wallace gets it back over to Edwards. Edwards, handoff to Robinson. Robinson over to Wallace. Wallace on the right wing, drives inside, is going to get fouled there by Zaire Fisher.
Yeah.
Had his hand in the cookie jar that time. Team foul should be number 3 for the Falcons. Falcons up by 15 points. And Boxy Wallace gets a free throw to knock down.
Now, here's what I'm seeing. So far, in the first period, the Falcons have rotated in 9 players in the first period.
And who was that who just kept checked in the game there?
Number 20.
Is number 20. Okay, that is, looks like that's Knight. That's who that is. Who's in the game, but we'll verify that. Turnover on that play. So 3-point shot attempt is missed. The Falcons reset.
Yeah, Donovan Knight.
So Donovan Knight is the player that's checked in the game now.
Rebound by Knight.
And rebound,
Rims
can't
out.
get to score.
Falcons had 3 opportunities at that possession.
Now coming back to work. 1:43 to go in the first, 19-6. Clay covering. Ball back, swinging it around the top of the key. Solomon Davis stepping out. Good job by the Falcon defense. Boxy Wallace has to settle for a 3, but at least he knows what to do with it and knocks it down.
Yep. Solomon Page to the basket.
So
He
Solomon Davis is not able to get that one to fall. So it's 19-9 is the score right now. Trying to get the ball inside. They can't get it to fall.
Falcons on the rebound.
Falcons on the rebound and pulled down by Mark Presley. And Christopher Clay to the basket.
Nice play by Clay.
Strong to the basket. 21-9. 47 seconds to go. And they're going to call traveling on the call there on Caden Johnson. Substitutions.
Bradshaw's coming in.
So Bradshaw comes in
for Solomon Davis.
And it looks like Isaiah Wilkes came back in too. Who's that? Who's he in for? Looks Isaiah is in for Zaire Fisher.
Yep. That's the Falcons' 10th player in rotation.
And just the first 8 minutes.
The first 8 minutes of the game.
Isaiah Wilkes standing on the logo with 30 seconds to go. So now Wilkes with 22 seconds on the clock. Right wing. Stepping back. Isaiah Wilkes to the left side of the court. 16 seconds on the game clock. Christopher Clay on the logo with 11. Clay to the lanes. Drives, cannot pull it down.
Good look, though.
3 seconds going to be deflected out of bounds.
Falcons defense stepped up.
As Braylon Bradshaw gets the rebound.
Big man ran the floor, got the steal.
At the end of the first, it's 21-9. Time for our First Security Bank recap. First Security Bank wants to be your bank. If you have dreams of becoming a homeowner or business owner, let First Security Bank make your dream a reality. First Security Bank, a member FDIC, an African-American-owned bank. You can call them for more information, 405-424-4341. Gary, what is your thoughts of what you saw?
Falcons defense prevailed in that first period. I mean, they did an outstanding job of applying pressure. And in addition to that, they played very well, moving the ball around, good outside shooting, and great defense, forcing turnovers and being able to get the ball out in transition, run the floor well, and capitalize. You just can't ask for anything better than that. We knew that the team was deep. We know that the Falcons basketball team is fast, and they are using that. And we have yet to even see the press game.
No, we have not. You were talking about the rotation, Gary.
Yeah.
What are the advantages of knowing that you can go that deep? We've seen the Falcons use that, especially in playoff games, to get victories.
Well, you know, remember the year that we watched the Falcons when they won, I think, the second state championship, where they had a 10-man rotation?
Platooning is what
they were platooning, and they were basically going 5 on, 5 off. Well, this team is a little bit more cohesive because they spent the summer, working out together, and also they played the tournament season and did very well in the tournament season. So this team's a little bit different in that you can get any combination of players, and they understand their role and what to do. The emphasis here from Coach Dorian Williams is, hey, we're playing defense, we're taking care of the football, we're going to create our offense off of our defensive play.
Okay, back to live action right now as the Falcons find themselves up by 13. Working the ball around the perimeter. Deep shot. Shot's no good. It's going to be deflected out of bounds.
And the other thing about the Falcons is that they're not very tall, but these guys can jump out the gym to be only 6 foot, 6'1". And so that athleticism also makes up for the fact that they're not a very long basketball team.
No, that's true. So now going to work now, the Falcons. Who's on the floor? Sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance. It's Christopher Clay, Isaiah Wilkes, Donovan Knight, Mark Presley, and Braden Bradshaw. Shot no good there by Clay. Rebound by the Royals. Boxy Wallace swings it cross court. Nice cross court pass to a deep shot attempt by, looks like that was by number 3. That is Destin Edwards. He knocks it down.
Yeah, that was good ball rotation.
21-12 now. Swing it. Isaiah Wilkes says, I can answer.
Up, rims out.
Not able to get that one to fall there.
Gets the rebound.
Boxy Wallace gets the rebound and takes it full court and scores it. Quick burst here, cutting it down to a 7-point margin here. Falcons need to resettle back down and engage. Zone defense. Mark Presley drives inside. Quick shot, no good. Back taps up.
Back tap, back up. Who was that? Is that?
I'm going to have to give it to Donovan. I'm going to have to give it to Donovan Knight. I'm going to give it to Donovan Knight.
Couldn't tell.
So on the other side of it, Boxy Wallace goes inside and scores again.
He's getting started, ladies and gentlemen. Boxy Wallace.
23-16 into the corner.
Mishandled by the Falcons. Turnover.
Maintain possession of it. So 23-16. Substitutions coming back as Chance Davis is back in the game. So is Amari Barrett. Donovan Knight is out, and so is Christopher Clay. So 23-16, 6:08 to go. Edwards swings it back. Noah Robinson has it. Now standing on the box there is KJ Davis. Boxy Wallace springs it over. Edwards drives baseline, loses his handle of the ball. They're going to say it belongs to the Royals.
Yeah, it was touched by a Falcon player.
So 5:48 to go before the end of the first half. Falcons were up as many as 13. But a strong push by the Royals as Amari Barrett deflects it.
Yep,
it goes off Edwards.
Yeah, it goes off Edwards.
Falcons turnover. Ball. Falcon basketball. Isaiah Wilkes across the timeline, 5:38 to go. Ball fake by Wilkes, kicks it over. Barrett back inside. And Braylon Bradshaw scores the basket, gets the two-pointer to fall. Great bounce pass by Wilkes on that.
Hey, I hadn't seen a good low post move like that in a long time. Got the ball on the block, pivoted left, came back right, soft touch. It makes the three-point play.
It's moments like that that makes my inner Carlos Strong smile. 26-16, 5:28 to go. Or it could be my inner Kobe Law, whichever you want to talk about.
Pick one, right?
Cross-court over, pass to Noah Robinson.
And
Robinson lets go a three, and he knocks it down.
26-19.
And all of a sudden, the Royals have caught fire, but Isaiah Wilkes
comes through with the left
wheels, deals, and scores. 28-19. Falcons playing that old game. Anything you can do.
I can do better.
Yeah, driving down, kicking to the outside. Ball in the hands of Noah Robinson. He launches another three and drains another one. Falcons are going to have to rotate to the outside.
Yeah, you got to check Noah Robinson. He's a good outside shooter.
Isaiah Wilkes pops from the elbow.
Yes, sir. Mid-range jump shot. That's almost a thing of the past these days.
I'm saying the Wilkie Warriors getting busy now, 30-22, 4:32 to go.
Oh, Wilkes
with
picks
the
the
steal.
Pocket, and he's going in. Money.
Gets the steal and the deal.
That's right. 32-22 Falcons.
Should be 31-22 for my estimate, but we'll see here in just a second. Ball back in the hands of Boxy Wallace. Working the ball around.
I was going to say, did you get the three-point play from Bradshaw?
I'll verify that. Well, he's got 3.
Okay.
So we'll take a look at that in just a second here. 3:56 to go. KJ has the ball. Body's going to be caught with the body by
Bradshaw.
Braylon Bradshaw. So into the game now comes Zaire Fisher. Wilkes comes out. So 32-31. So working the ball around. Ball up top. Kicking it to the corner. So Edwards dribbling at the top. Hand off to Boxy. Chance Davis stepping out on him. 3:33 to go. And then Edwards lets go a deep three-pointer. And he knocks that one down.
Well, we see what their game is, don't we?
No question about that.
They let it fly.
So working the ball around. Inside, Mark Presley with the power game.
Yes, sir.
And he scores it. And again, Bradshaw with that big man, big-to-big scoring play. And Braxton's going to get his hands.
Yep.
Bradshaw's going to get his hands in the cookie jar that time, drawing the foul.
He just big man getting extended out like that. Doesn't necessarily have the guard skills. And I mean by as in, quick twitch skills. You can kind of exploit that a little bit when you have them pulled out from out of the paint like that.
Okay, do me a favor. Look up on your sheet who is number 10 for Millwood who just checked into the game.
Okay.
And there's a timeout called on the floor right now.
Yeah, that's Mark Presley, number 10.
Okay, Mark Presley's number 10. Because number 12 looks like Mark Presley to me.
Number 12 is Nelson.
Okay, so that is what that is. So that's Adrian Anderson Nelson. Mark Presley's number 10. Gotcha. So,
I mean, it's the rotation of the Falcons is it's pretty intense. I mean, they're firing them in and out like you wouldn't believe. So pretty impressive.
So 34-25 remains the score. Falcons up by 9 with the 3-minute mark to go. So now working the ball around. Okay, so it's going to be Falcon ball. Foul is going to be called against Community Christian. So now going to work, Zaire Fisher setting up the offense for the Falcons.
Mark Presley was a football player, right, Maurice?
I don't think so. I don't remember saying his name during the course of the year. Chance Davis with the runner, shot no good for Chance Bubba Davis. Rebound pulled down by the Royals. Edwards going to kick it.
Stolen by Nelson.
Now stolen by Adrian Anderson Nelson, who goes to the basket.
Presley on the conversion.
Presley on the conversion that time. And Adrian Anderson Nelson.
Oh, that's right. The Presleys, they actually is a bunch of them. He has little sisters and stuff that play, I think, at the middle school. Really talented family.
Going to work, Boxy Wallace. Shot, no good. Rebound by Presley. 36-25.
Ball's
going to get tipped
and
knocked out of bounds, and it will remain with the Falcons.
Yeah, Presley family, good Millwood family, top to bottom.
Zaire Fisher, 2:04 to go to trigger the ball in.
Oh,
Chance Davis
trying
to get in on the easy inbound passes.
He
back
should
pass.
have came down and went back up.
Because there was nobody there.
Nah,
to get
nobody
that. 36-25.
A little bit off balance.
Edwards going to kick it out to Noah Robinson. His shot no good. Zaire Fisher coming
on
with
the
the rebound.
Zaire's by himself.
Fisher with the runner. Shot no good. Amari Barrett tries to get his hands
gets it over to Davis.
And Davis
off the glass.
38-25 by the Falcons. 90 seconds. They've answered that burst by the Royals with a burst of their own. Boxy Wallace.
He's a good player, man. Left-handed, goes to the strong play by Boxy.
Strong to the basket goes Boxy. 38-27. Amari Barrett
got
goes it back up top. And Chance Davis turns and fires a three. Wallace comes down with the rebound. Is going to be fouled that time by Presley.
Yeah, he draws the foul. Got out of position going for the rebound. Barrett got underneath the basket, got himself in trouble.
Adrian Anderson Nelson comes out. Okay, I got you. And Isaiah Wilkes comes into the game. 38-27. Falcons up by 11, 1 minute to go. Falcons on the course of the year is averaging about 66 points a game. Boxy Wallace to the basket. Chance Davis is going to catch him.
Yeah, it was a nice play.
No foul. They're going to say he caught him for steps. Turnover on the play for traveling. So no foul on that one. Under a minute to go, 38-27. Isaiah Wilkes. Cross court over to Chance. Inside to Zaire. The ball's knocked loose. Zaire jumps out to get it.
That's going to be a backcourt.
Yep, and they're going to call backcourt violation.
Hey, Mo, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the Millwood Falcon cheer squad, national champions, as always. There's about 30 of them over there.
Yeah, there's quite a few, yes.
There's about 30 of them over. That program has had a lot of success. As you can see the banners up on the wall there, and they just continue to grow and grow and grow. So, again, hats off to the Lady Falcon cheerleading squad.
All right, ball is going to be back tapped. Zaire dives to get it, and they're going to catch him.
Yeah. Zaire wanted a loose ball.
He did. So,
got a little physical down there on the floor.
Well, if he hadn't taken him out, it would have been all right.
Right.
So coming to work now. Cross court. Noah Robinson now has it.
Yeah, you can't leave Noah out there by himself. He will drain the three before you can say, got him.
Boxy Wallace.
Boxy Wallace gets fouled on the arm shooting a three. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot three.
Chance Davis fouls there. He looks kind of dejected after that. Well, simply because he shouldn't have made contact there.
Right. You don't foul a guy for 3 points.
So Boxy Wallace to the line shooting three with 14.6 seconds to go.
I mean, that's tough because you're up by 11. Now you put a guy on the free throw line, you give him 3 straight shots, and if he's a good free throw shooter.
Boxy Wallace has had himself quite a first half.
Yeah. He misses the second one.
Okay, I hope that wasn't the broadcaster's jinx.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay, you remember that when you want to blame me.
Hey,
you remember
this
that
is the
when
Millwood
you want to blame
Falcons broadcast. He misses the last 2. All right.
They're pulling that down. Mark Presley gets it. Foul's called this time on Deacon Pritchard. So 13.5 seconds to go before the end of the first half. So Zaire Fisher going to scoop it up. Clock begins to tick. Chance Davis with 9 on the clock over to Amari Barrett.
Oh, he mishandles.
And the ball is loose. And they're going to let it fly. Man. Edwards for 3 as time expires. And he knocks it down.
Wow.
And turns that into
a 7-point game.
A 7-point game as time expires. We're at halftime. The Millwood and Richmond Foundation is coming up next. But you're listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I am great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood Enrichment Foundation president, also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Richmond Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.
institution, Millwood Public Schools. You can do that by $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Millwood Enrich OKC. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Anytime you get some Mays and Frankie Beverly playing,
man,
it's kind of hard to come back from break. I'm just telling you that right now.
You.
Gary's over here grooving. I was like, look, I got to start talking, so somebody has to.
Hey, I sat over here in the cut, Mo, and just let Frankie
talk to you.
Yeah, let him talk to me, man. Yeah.
All right. Now, Community Christian outscored the Falcons 22-17 in that second period. And to be honest with you, they have been dynamic from the three-point line. Gary, they are 6 of 8.
Yes.
75%.
That's crazy, man.
So they have shot 56% from twos, and they're still down by 7. I mean, that's crazy. Overall field goal percentage is 65% from the floor.
Yeah, but that's because of turnovers. Falcons defense has been forcing turnovers. But it's insane that your three-point shooting percentage is higher than your field goal 2-point shooting percentage. That is deadly. You got to watch that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they can shoot themselves back into the game in a hurry, as they've done, bringing the score within 7.
Right. The Falcons on the other side of the game, on the other side of the ball tonight, are shooting 52%.
Not bad.
20% from deep so far, but 58% from field goal. So that's how the team is shooting. The high-flying Falcons of the first half, we've got Isaiah Wilkes with 8 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Okay? Just a fantastic job there.
Yeah, he's a good
Zaire
player.
Fisher with 7 points, 2 rebounds. Doesn't have a steal yet, but he should be. Now, Zon Williams' time was limited, but he has 2 points on the night. You also have Christopher Clay with 2 points. You have Mark Presley with 2 points, Adrian Anderson Nelson with 2 points, and Chance Bubba Davis with 6. 6 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 block. So you're getting a lot of good play overall from the Falcons. What's been the most impressive thing to you in the first half of their game that you've seen tonight?
Yeah, the defense has been good. The effort's been good. You talk about, Zaire Fisher. The first thing come to my mind is Scrappy Doo. He's just, he got that dog in him. He's just that guy. When he comes off the bench, he gives you good defensive play, ball pressure, comes in and he scores. And, of course, Wilkes, Mr. Dynamic, Barrett, that combination, that backcourt of 4 guards. You think you throw Bubba Davis in there, it's like, wow, that you see that athleticism. The Falcons really need to increase their paint touches. They really need to take those shots, within the arc. Their three-point shooting is right now is a little bit off. Their percentages are not as high, but defense leads the way. It just simply does for the Falcons, especially when you have a 10-man rotation, and I'm not seeing that from Community Christian. Right now, I've only seen them rotate in 6 to 7 players, as opposed to the Falcons playing 10.
I will tell you this. This is where 10 players hurts you.
That's right.
If it hurts you on one thing. Defensive responsibilities change when players' groupings change.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to rotate or not rotating at the same high level, it's led to open three-point shots. And I'm not going to say just open three-point shots. Community Christians have hit some deep threes.
Well, and some of those 3 points, Mo, you got to remember they're in transition. So, normally when people would get the ball in transition, they would take the ball to the cup. Not this team. They will, in transition, let it fly from 3 because they have a lot of confidence in their shooting. And shooting 75% right now, hey, you know what? I'd stay with it until, someone does, something changes.
How outstanding has Boxy Wallace been to you?
Oh,
in the first
man,
half?
he's been the go-daddy this half. He's been putting the ball down. Nice left hand. He goes left, he goes right, he crosses it over, got the Euro game. He can actually step out and shoot the 3 ball. So far he's been really, really big. He and the other gentleman who's
because Noah Robinson.
Oh, gosh. He let one go from over. In fact, he let 3 go in a row, nailed all 3 of them.
Oh, you're talking about Edwards. I'm sorry. That's Destin Edwards who's knocking down the threes. But you said number 3?
No, not number 3. Noah.
No, okay. Noah Robinson is number 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, and so he let 3 go, and then finally Coach Dorian said, hey, man, this guy can shoot. This guy can shoot. We got to extend the defense on him. We can't let him get a straight
Noah
look.
Robinson, incorrectly, Gary, you were right. His number is 13. He reminds me of Crossing Christian, the three-point shooting kid that's out there who was there for 2 or 3 years, who would just simply light the Falcons up. They wouldn't win, but he would just shoot the air out of the ball. I mean, the kid was so talented. I can't remember his name. But as we start the second half here, what's a couple of things you've actually been talking about it, but I want to see the Falcons come with that same intensity.
Yeah, they got to extend the defense, keep ball pressure. Got to make sure that they're smart about not letting Community Christian dribble past them. Got to definitely rebound. You're seeing now that Community Christian, in order to preserve their players, they're going to a zone, 2-3 zone right now.
Okay, Zaire Fisher, Chance Davis, Amari Barrett, Zon Williams getting back in the game.
Solomon Davis got the ball down the block. Not comfortable with it down there.
That's who's on the floor, sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance.
Yeah, 2-3, they got to go to a high post. They got to get someone in the high post. There you go.
So now, Solomon Davis, ball faking and working the ball around. Solomon Davis back out. Zaire cuts through the lane, dumps it down low to Zon. Zon tries to finish it, draws contact as he is fouled by KJ Davis on the play.
Yeah, so the ball's going into the high post to Solomon. Solomon's just, he's getting it and passing it back out. He's at the free throw line, Mo. All he has to do is turn around. Just turn around. It's a free throw, Solomon. You can take those all day.
So 38-31. Zon Williams trying to get, he was already on the score sheet, but he had 2 fouls to go with his 2 points. But he gets this one to fall, 39-31. 7:23 to go in the third. Falcons back up by 8. Zon can't get the second shot. The Royals get the rebound now. Going back to work.
Oh, mishandle.
Ball's going to be thrown back in. Solomon Davis ends up getting the steal.
Zon Williams pushes up. Euro. And
score it.
Golly.
So Solomon Davis getting the rebound, and Zon Williams goes to the other end of the floor.
Really nice play by Solomon.
So a timeout's been called on the floor, sponsored by A-Plus Lawn Services. Get that blue turf, that Smurf turf, on your lawn right now. Blue in the winter leads to green in the spring.
That's right, and not the weedy green. We're talking about that bright fescue or Bermuda grass.
Yeah, when I'm talking about that green that makes you go, man, they must be watering their lawn.
It's amazing how beautiful it looks when you get the crabgrass out.
Exactly. 405-535-5139. Allow Milo Wilson and his team to take care of you over there. Timeout being called on the floor.
And I'd like to wish a congratulations to Mr. Zon Williams. He actually received a basketball scholarship offer from Marion Military Institute. So, again, the opportunities coming in for these young men. I want to say that he and Solomon Davis are the 2 seniors on the roster. So we'll follow them closely to see how that develops.
All right, so Zon misses the free throw there. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's 41. 31, so Falcons up by 10. And, Gary, I know we're in the middle of a basketball game, but I got to get some football talk in here real quick. I mean, Gary, can you tell me your thoughts on what happened during the bowl season? I want to say it was might have been December 13th, when Ricky Hunt got loose in a bowl game for Ohio, the University of Ohio.
Well, I mean, you give a brother a chance, and he'll show you what he can do. I mean, he's been sitting up there at Ohio redshirting, and then all of a sudden they lost their starter and their backup, and they said, well, Ricky, we're going to call your number. And they called it, and he answered big time.
Did he?
MVP, set a bowl record, had over 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he just went berserk, and he didn't take every rep.
As Edwards scores the 2 there. Keep going.
He shared his reps with another running back. It was just simply outstanding in the way he performed. So I only have three words to describe, Ricky's play, and Actually, it ain't even that. It's more 3 letters. It says NIL. I'm waiting to hear about that because as good as he plays and as young as he is, woo, beautiful.
Chance Davis.
Beautiful move by Chance Bubba Davis. Baseline goes inside with the finger roll.
George Gervin would have smiled on that one.
Oh yeah. So that was I say NIL on that deal because he's a freshman. He still has his freshman eligibility. He didn't play enough games to burn his red shirt. So he played that full game and still has 4 more years. Four more years. Yeah.
4 more years. And what you're saying with opportunities, NIL could be a different school that also could come looking his way.
Well,
so opportunities, because again, right now
it's a buyer's market.
It's a buyer's market. Transfer portal's out of control.
Out of control.
And why not you take advantage of it if you can? Solomon Davis is going to be called for the foul there.
So if I'm Ohio, I'm having a conference call with Pastor Ricky T.L. Hunt, Senior, saying, hey, what do we need to do to keep this young man here?
43-33, 5:54 to go. All right, going to work. Ball's inbounded. Going to be picked up by Edwards. Edwards kicks it back out to Harstock.
Stolen by Davis.
Davis with the steal. Coming around, Zaire Fisher on the left wing. Ball fakes up and then decides to let it go. Zaire's shot careens no good. Rebound by the Royals. Still just a 10-point game, although you feel the Falcons are in control.
Stolen by Zon.
Zon Williams with the steal. Nope. He gets the steal and the deal.
I thought he was going to put on a highlight show. Zon said, I'm just going to take it easy.
He made a basket.
Yeah, he did.
45-33.
Hey, Zon can windmill, man.
So they're going to get Chance Davis with contact there against Harstock. Team foul number 2. Into the game now. Turner comes in for Noah Robinson, who gets about for a breather. 5:03 to go. Trouble to get it in, but they finally are able to do so. Destin Edwards has it. Edwards kicks it outside. 3-point shot this time by Pritchard, and he knocks it down.
They can shoot it, man.
45-36.
So while they're trying to sort this thing out, Mo, when I was talking about Ricky Hunt Jr. and him up at the University of Ohio, a thought came to my mind concerning, if I'm Pastor Ricky T.L. Hunt, how do I talk to him? And in the words of Smokey from Friday, I'd be like, I'll take $200,000 for little Ricky. $200,000 to stay up here. That's what I'd say.
Going to work right now.
Good defensive rotation. They call the foul on Solomon Davis.
See who they're going to call this one on, because it looks like Zaire Fisher was looking like that. Yeah, so Solomon Davis does get the call. Davis starting to pick up a few here.
Yeah.
Team foul number 3.
Bradshaw's getting ready to check in. They're bringing in Bradshaw for Davis. They're bringing him in.
Solomon Davis comes out and Braylon Bradshaw checks in.
It looked like Solomon could use a breather. He's looking a little moist over there.
Going to work. Step back shot by Edwards. No good. Rebound.
Good rebound by Zon Williams.
Going up high to pull that one down. And Amari Barrett
out. Long
sold
pass.
out to get it.
Yeah.
45-36, 4:25 to go. It's kind of, this Royal team is hanging around in a strikeable range. The Falcons are going to have to buckle down at some point as Zon Williams knocks it out of bounds. Because by them hanging around, all it takes is a couple of threes, and then the pressure automatically, sneaks and will come your way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right where they want to be.
Yeah, they are. The question is can they hold up? Now, they're just now moving their rotation to where they're going 8 deep, and we're starting to see a few more turnovers.
Ball will belong to the Royals. Coach Dorian Williams was not too happy about that one.
That was a loose ball situation, and the defender, Zon Williams, almost got him a rip.
Getting the ball over, working it around now. Pritchard has it. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards ball fakes, side steps, looking for some space to operate, can't find any. Kicks it back out. Edwards with the stutter. Left wing. Action taking place, and the Falcons are doing a good job of smothering Zaire Fisher.
Oh, stolen by Zaire.
Zaire with the steal.
2 on 2. He laid this down.
Gets it to Bubba Davis, who's fouled, trying to put the shot up. So 45-36, 3:31 to go. Maurice Prince and Gary Woods, you're listening to Millwood Falcon basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Substitutions getting ready to come in.
You know, the Falcons really have to keep the pressure on because, like what you said, all it takes is three balls, and next thing you know it, you know, you're fighting for your life.
And they win 7 straight games coming out of the Noble Tournament, going into the postseason, in which the Falcons would go ahead and win the title. Miraculously, of course, in a dramatic fashion. But that team found something that particular time, Gary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we always have really. I just want everybody to understand why you and I are such advocates of the John Noble Tournament.
Yeah, we just have seen it repeatedly be the blocked by Zon Williams.
Hey!
Throw down
coming down by
assists
by Adrian Anderson Nelson, who's checked
Zaire
back in the
Fisher.
game. Zaire Fisher coming. Nelson
Oh,
altered that shot.
3-on-1.
Zaire Fisher throws it up high. Chance Davis doesn't get it, but he scores the basket.
Oh, it's getting out of hand. Zaire Fisher gets another steal.
And here come the Falcons getting back over.
This is where the intensity starts to hurt a little bit.
Christopher Clay for 3.
Long.
Shot no good. Rebound by the Royals.
Zon Williams gets a foul. 57-40.
I mean, what a
just like that. It come down within 7, and then it blows right back out to 17.
Right. So, I mean, you're talking about a quick turnaround of activity and action.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm looking at, you know, the Falcons rotation, and I'm looking at Community Christian, and the Community Christian's looking a little fatigued there. And the Falcons got guys that are raring to come in the game.
Yeah. Lead got down to 13, and now it's being extended, but getting 57-41, 16-point game, 24.6 seconds to go. Shot up by Noah Robinson, and he knocks the second one down. 57-42, 15-point margin with 20 seconds left to go. See if Coach Dorian Williams wants one. Cross court over. Chance Davis with 4 on the clock. Davis launches a deep 3. Shot no good. Chased down there by Mark Presley. $57-42 is the score. Falcons outscored the Royals 19-11 in that third. When you start looking at the Falcons, like you said, if your team can only go 6 or 7, and that Falcons can put on ball pressure like that, Gary, they just grind you down.
Yeah.
I mean, just when it looked like Community Christian was just within striking distance, that burst happens.
Yeah.
And it all happened, and I just want to point this out, without Isaiah Wilkes on the floor.
Right. I mean, when you can go 10 deep without fall off, that's the issue. So a lot of people have rotations, but they fall off after the first 5. But the Falcons they have a 10-man rotation with no fall off, and they can also go and add an 11 and a 12th player. You know, I'm not saying that they won't fall off a little bit, but that first 10, no drop off.
No drop off.
No drop off.
And that makes them potent.
Yeah.
And as you start looking at teams, you don't want injury to affect a team. You don't want those negative things that can impact the team. But this team is loaded. Loaded.
That's right. Yeah.
I
Loaded.
mean, a wealth of riches.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And here it is. I like it because it's so effective on the defensive end.
Yeah.
It's instant offense on the other. There's so many good things that the team can do.
And you know what's scary? Is that the freshman squad, we haven't even seen them. Let me tell you, that the freshman squad, man, this team is going to be good for a long time. And the middle school is running undefeated, I think, down there with under well, what's his name? The coach that just took over middle school. Nate Robinson.
All right.
Under Coach Nate. So
high pass. Mark Presley pulls it down, and there's contact's going to be made there. He falls to the ground there, but you bumped him, unfortunately, Pritchard, and that's what's going to be called there. 57-42, 15-point game, 7:43 to go. Now, Gary, we still got, we are officially into the fourth period now. I don't want to talk Soul Bowl, but you've got two state champion teams. As Christopher Clay goes inside the court and fouled.
Nice feed down the low post to Christopher Clay.
Wasn't that Zahn who did that, or was that Mark Presley?
No, that was Presley. No,
Oh,
that was Presley. Presley had the feed down there.
But you got two teams that won the state title.
Yeah.
And first of all, I want to take this back. We'll talk more about this tomorrow.
Sure.
To that championship dinner that both teams had after winning the state title between Douglas and Millwood last year.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't able to go to that either. But Gary,
nice touch though.
It was a nice touch. It was East Side pride like you'd never seen it.
Right.
And and of course the rivalry between both these programs is well documented. Don't have to talk about it a lot. But tomorrow afternoon is going to be another chapter in that story.
Oh boy. Yeah. And there's a lot of intensity there. And there's a lot of things, happening because, of course, as you know, Coach Dorian Williams was the assistant coach to Coach Alexander at Douglas and applied for the Millwood position when it became open. And so interviewed, we hired him, brought him over, and so he's taken over the program here. And, of course, now and Coach Alexander is over at Douglas. And so that's going to be another thing because the players all know each other and they know the coaches. And the coaches know each other very well because they coached together for some years. So very interesting dynamic
come tomorrow,
among other things. So,
all right, going to work, Mark Presley ends up having it. Christopher Clay sidestep, drives inside, and so it's going to be a 3-second call. Is that what it is? Okay, it's a 3-second call against the Falcons, so that's going to be a team turnover there.
Well, the community Christian fans like the call.
13-point lead for the Falcons. Zahn knocks it loose. Ball's going to be knocked out. Will be Royal basketball. Again, just suffocating on-ball defense.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to take a team with some size for us to really get a different look at how this team plays.
Yeah.
Because foul's going to be called on Mark Presley there.
Yeah, got a little handsy. Got to move your feet. You can't be reaching.
Noah Robinson to trigger it back in with 6:19 to go. Edwards, bounce pass. Now Edwards has it back. Edwards steps into a three-point shot.
Rims out,
no good. Mark Presley comes
there.
through the rebound.
Yep. Oh, and already 2-on-2.
Christopher Clay with
sir.
the Euro to the lane and scores.
Timeout. Falcons.
60-second timeout called on the floor here. 62-47. And looking at this Falcon team, they are 7-3 in their last 10 games, winning a 2-game winning streak. And I think the last game the Falcons lost, if I'm not mistaken here, they lost in the Bartlesville, in the Arvest Invitational in Bartlesville. They lost to Bigsby, was the last team they lost.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 6A tournament, you know.
Yeah.
So Coach Dorian's done a good job. 2 6A tournaments in a row, right?
Yeah.
If that's not preparation, I don't know what is.
Right, but you're showing them different styles.
Sure.
I mean, you said this iron sharpens iron, Gary, and this is by design. Play the tough schedule.
Right.
Because when you get to your conference, things will even out a little bit for you. So, to me, this team, it keeps you alert, you know. It keeps you that way. It's not that you don't want a team to find success early, but it has to have success when it matters.
Right. You're right.
So we're going back to live action here. Ball nearly stolen on the inbound.
They're going to have a hard time getting the ball past 10. Stolen.
Christopher Clay gets it down to Zahn
with the two-hand.
And throws it down.
See, now you're getting the press action. You're getting the press action.
Right.
Coach Dorian said, I'm going to show you the press action. You better throw the long ball. Is he going to call it off? He going to pull it off up? Pull the dogs off? No, he going man now. He just showed him a little taste. That's all. Stolen again.
And
turnover.
Mark Presley can't get it.
Yeah, fans wanted a foul call.
So the foul's going to be called. So 64-47, 5:28 to go. So the Falcons are going to inbound the ball here from the front of the Falcon side of the floor. Zahn Williams now has it. 5:26 to go. Christopher Clay now has it. Over to Mark Presley, back up top to Presley.
Oh, backdoor! Oh,
Yeah.
he missed the bunny. Oh, he should have thrown it down. Couldn't ask for a better feed there. Stolen again.
Going to be stolen. Chance Davis is
4 on 2. Should have been an and one, didn't get it.
Who scored that? Adrian
12,
Anderson.
Nelson.
Nelson gets the 66-47. The Falcons have pushed the lead up to 19.
Up.
Double team over. KJ Davis to the corner. 3-point shot and knocking it down. Big 3-point shot there. Much needed 3-point shot.
Yeah.
Knocked down that time by Lucas Turner.
Foul. Nelson goes to the line on this one. That was shooting.
So KJ Davis is going to foul him here. So 66-50, 16-point lead. And Adrian Anderson Nelson to the line.
You know what's funny, Mo, is I look at Nelson and I look at Chance Davis from the back, they look the same. They're both about 6'3", and they have the similar hairstyle as Bradshaw. Is it Bradshaw? He checks in the game.
Yeah, Bradshaw comes in for Presley.
Rims out.
Rims out, second shot.
66-50. Foul call on Zahn Williams. Don't know what his foul count is now.
Well, Zahn Williams, he's actually cleaned it up.
What's that, his
Third.
third?
Different pressure when he came back in the game.
How many fouls did they signal for Zahn? 4?
Okay, so Zahn has 4 fouls. All right. Ball back in the hands of Lucas Turner. Kicks it to the corner. 3-point shot from the corner. No
Rebound
good.
by Nelson. Long pass. Bad pass by Nelson.
Going to be stolen
But
that time by
back by
Harstock.
Zahn.
Zahn steals it right back. He can't get it to fall. And then on the other side,
Nelson and
gets it.
one. Good, strong move to the rim by Nelson on the rebound. Gets the follow.
Nelson with 8 points.
Off the bench.
Well, no,
Off the bench.
yeah, off the
8
bench.
points. Yeah.
And here's the thing about Nelson. He gets the dirty work points.
Yeah. You need one of those guys. Holds a team together. Holds a team together. The trash man holds a team together, I'm telling you. I have love for the blue collar work. He brings his lunch pail and hard hat to work. That's right.
4:04 to go in the contest. 68-50. Falcons up by 18. Donovan Knight comes to the scorer's table. KJ Davis swings it back over to Noah.
Yeah, Noah's kind of out of rhythm now. Legs are getting a little shaky. Shot's not falling.
But Adrian Nelson.
But Nelson is, he's dealing his way to the rim. 10 points for Nelson. Yeah, tempo's falling way off. The Falcons lead by 20.
Working the ball around. Short corner jump shot is good.
Yep.
Harstock. (70-52). 3:08 to go.
Zahn should have stayed same side of the rim. Oh.
3-point shot again.
I mean, they can
knocked
shoot
down
it.
by Harstock.
You don't relax just because it's 2:45 left. You got a good lead, but they can shoot their way back in a hurry if you don't take advantage of these possessions.
Chance Davis on the left wing. Back over to Zahn. Bounce pass over. Clay.
Man, I like this offense that they run. So much different.
Woo!
Man.
From the parking lot, Chance Davis rises and knocks it down.
That was his first three of the night.
Chance Davis with 15 points on the night. As a timeout's been called on the floor. We're going to see some new faces in just a minute following the timeout. Falcons look like they're willing to go. And again, the Falcons have been outstanding in tonight's game overall, trying to save some energy because you're going to have.
Oh, you got to come back tomorrow night.
You got to come back tomorrow afternoon, late
and
afternoon.
That's going to be a really intense game.
Intense game.
And it's going to be earlier.
Colder outside.
Oh, most definitely.
Going to be a packed house, a lot of energy.
Different atmospheres, going to be intense. Curious to see how this team handles the pressure, that kind of pressure.
Right. So we have Josiah Mays coming into the game. So you got Zahn. No, well, Zahn's not coming back out either. He's coming out. So now we've got, of course, I got to see who number 23 is. That's not Dominic White. I got to find out who 23 is. And also, give me number 34 as well.
That's Kelston Young, and 34 is Jamari Moore.
All right. 210, so complete new rosters in for everybody.
Right.
Donovan Knight knocks it loose. Jamari Moore back over to Donovan Knight. Donovan Knight kicks it to the corner. Inside.
Bradshaw with the drop step.
Drop step, not able to get it to fall, but good shot, good effort. 73-55. Handoff now to number 32, Watson, who's in the game. Inside the lane and scoring the ball. And Nomi Adaji scores the ball.
He's a crowd favorite.
Hey, anytime the younger guys gets in the game, you always going to be a crowd favorite. 1:13 to go. Coming up immediately following it, the SSML, the St. Anthony post-game show. Braylon Braxton has it. Jamari Moore on the right wing. Moore tries to wheel and deal inside.
Yeah, Moore is a team favorite of the Falcons. As soon as he gets the ball, the whole team stands up and says, hey, come on, let's do something, Big Daddy. Turnover by Moore.
So Moore's going to get the turnover. Into the front, to the corner. Under a minute to play. Odaji. Ball's deflected twice, and then able to get it to fall down there. Number 22, Brad Sparks. 73-59. Falcons can't turn the ball over on the other end. Ball out, 22 seconds to go. Falcons will have it.
Gonna walk this 20 seconds down.
Josiah Mays. Six seconds. Turnover. And that will conclude tonight's contest as the Falcons win by the score of 73-59. You know, Gary, time for a recap of, as we enter the SSM Health post-game show right now. You know, this Falcon team showed you their depth, their offensive paralysis. They showed you their skill. They showed you their defense. You're going to have to watch those games where your hands may get you in a little bit of foul trouble.
Right.
Because you got to play defense with your feet, not with your hands so much.
That's right.
But tonight the Falcons were able to get in the passing lane, create multiple turnovers.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken tonight, just taking a quick glance at the statistics, I think Community Christian had 15 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
That the Falcons were able to force or create against them. And so those are the things on 11 steals. So, I mean, it's been just tremendous what the Falcons have been able to accomplish tonight. You're talking about a team overall in this game, Gary, that shot 58%, 67 from twos, 20% from threes overall. Community Christian, you know, they were doing such a great job in the first half that shooting percentage dropped to a horrible 62%.
Right.
Yeah, 62%.
I'll take that any day.
10 of 17 from three, 59%. And then from twos, 11 of 17, 65%.
Their turnovers killed them. It wasn't their shooting percentages, it was their turnovers.
That the Falcons were able to.
And we probably out-rebounded them too.
Yes, there's no question about that. In terms of the rebounds, the Falcons had 19 rebounds total to their 17. Now they rebounded, but you got to remember at what stage of the game it was, statistically speaking. But time to look at the high-flying Falcons overall tonight. Taking a look at the statistics here, gotta, as they say, put on the spectacles here. The Falcons. What's crazy to me is only, I think, we only had one Falcon in double-digit scoring. That was Chance Davis. 15 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound on the night with 2 blocks and
Nelson
1 steal.
had double digits as well.
Yes, he did. He had 10. You're right. He did have 10. That was when I had scoring problems with my app. Just going to put it that way. 10 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds, doing that dirty work. And that's the type of guy you need. Amari Barrett had 6 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds overall, 1 block on the night as well. Zaire Fisher, 7 points, 1 assist. Zaire didn't hardly touch the floor in the fourth quarter at all. And just like Isaiah Wilkes, who had 8 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals, and he didn't play the entire second half of this game.
Right.
So, I mean, you're talking about guys who could just instantly add offense too. Donovan Knight with 2 points overall. Solomon Davis with 2 points, 2 rebounds. How many blocks? 2 blocks and 2 steals for him. Braylon Bradshaw, who really has impressed me since coming back from the new year, 3 points. How about 3 assists from the big guy?
Yeah.
Talking about 2 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal. Almost every Falcon had at least 1 steal tonight overall. But, Gary, those are the overall numbers tonight. So if you had to choose a player of the game tonight, Is it going to be Chance Davis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's Chance Davis. Chance Davis is tonight's player of the game. Chance Davis, once again, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He shot 50% from the field. 50% on field goals overall. He was 1 of 4 from downtown, 25% that deep parking lot 3, but 4 of 6, very efficient from the floor.
Yeah.
Not too many shots, shooting within the flow of the offense. It was very impressive overall.
Yeah, and he was also in rotation. It wasn't like he was, like in past years, always on the floor. He rotated in, rotated out. Of course, you would expect that. For him to still walk away with 15 points in the additional stat line in being in a 10-man rotation, that's still pretty impressive for the young man. And like I said, I don't know what this team is going to do as they begin to move towards, the regional play. But I will say this, if they do reduce the rotation in any way, shape, or form, like, for instance, tonight, if they played 12, if it rotates back to 10 or maybe even go down to 8 or 9, Chance Bubba Davis' stat line is going to go up as a byproduct of that because he'll be in more, he'll be able to take more shots, get more opportunities. Also, too, he's still not all the way in basketball shape, having played football. He normally enjoys year-round basketball, but he elected to come out and play football, which he had a good year and is expected to really be a major contributor next year. Coaches believe he's a scholarship player in both sports.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. You have to understand that this team is talented and loaded, and a lot of guys deserve. The toughest person I don't want to be – I don't want to be tonight. I don't want to be Dorian Williams. I don't have to try to dissect where I'm going to get the players from. I don't want to be that guy. Right. However, I love being Dorian Williams from the standpoint of I got all these options.
That's right. Well, let me tell you something. He has a treasure chest of riches. The good news is that he has a great staff that keeps, guys in rotation. So sometimes, players have a tendency to come in out of a rotation and they get lost in the bench. The coach kind of gets caught up in the game. So they have a bench coach. They have a scheme coach, and Coach Dorian is the head coach. And so he listens to his staff. He trusts the staff. They got great chemistry. And as a result of that, the team has good chemistry.
Right. So as we wrap it up for tonight, we're going to get out of here and enjoy this. Going to go home, keep our feet warm tonight, because tomorrow, early afternoon game, that game will be able to be heard on Heart and Soul 92.1 as well as live streamed. It's Douglas Millwood. It is Soul Bowl,
basketball.
Folks. Soul Bowl basketball. It's going to be an intense game, community game between two outstanding winning programs.
That's right.
Douglas is having Douglas is I have to remind myself, I think Douglas is either number 1 or number 2 in Class 4A. Millwood is number 1 in Class 3A. So you've got that factor too. And all the stars come out for games like this.
Oh, most definitely. It's going to be live on the east side. So
all right.
See you tomorrow.
We'll see you guys next week. You've been listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, as well as Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe, Cosmetology School, Wings Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. We want to thank our on-site producers. That would be D. Prince, and of course our new camera guy. Give it up for former Millwood Falcon. I want to say he was one of those what you call all utility players.
Yes, sir.
That
Mr.
could do
all
everything.
Around. He was Mr. All Around.
He could fit any hole with his skill set
Yep.
that he needed to be. You needed him to be a slot. He was a slot. You needed him to be a scorer. You needed a defensive, an X-factor player. That's Pascal Crosby, folks.
Yep.
So nice to have him on board. But he's Gary Woods. I'm happy to have him on board. I'm Maurice Prince, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the east side at Douglas, as Millwood will take on the Douglas Trojans tomorrow for Soul Bowl. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
If I'm being honest, loving you the hardest thing to do, so I keep to myself.